today is our big, beautiful full moon in the sign of Cancer. That is actually going to be properly at its full apex in about 2 hours or so from now, where I am on the East Coast. So depending on what time zone you are in, that is when it will be at its fullest, but it is in our sign of Cancer right now, moving right along. There has been just a lot of heavy energy, a lot of intense emotions, flowing around, not just from me, but from like everyone I know. I'm just really feeling it. So I felt just the urging of spirit to go and do a positivity reading and just really focus on the light, focus on the upbeat, the optimistic, all the positives. Because I feel like it's been so heavy, and there's nothing wrong, of course, with knowing and accepting and acknowledging that there is true heaviness, there is true challenge. This is not in any way to diminish what we're going through on a personal, emotional, or physical level. Not at all. And I'm very open. I'm always very honest about the fact that I have throughout my entire life dealt with chronic depression. It runs in my family. My mother deals with it. Her father deals with it, dealt with it. So many people in my family have had that. And so to me, that's why it's like, when I do something like a positivity reading, it's in no way to diminish the struggle of true depression, of true, mental challenge and sadness and intensity. Not at all. But for me, like part of my, coping and part of my work on, dealing with being someone that has always had chronic depression, is to really focus as much as I can on the positive. So whenever I feel the energy kind of slumping, or I feel like other people are really hurting and just needing some encouragement, needing some, just some uplifting, it's like it's time to get in here and do this. It's time to get in here and focus on some positives that are coming in. So I'm very excited to be here with y'all. I don't know how many people will join the chat because it wasn't planned. It's just I get that prompting from spirit. It's like, go do it. Go do it, Ariel. I'm like, all right, let's do this thing. Let's turn up some light and bright. And I'm telling you, that moon out there is absolutely stunning. I just saw it through my window and it looks like a beautiful light, white blue headlight. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I am in love with that moon out there. I say that the Cancer moon is always like an extra good like vibe, because the moon naturally rules Cancer. So when the moon is in Cancer, it's just, the moon is happy in that sign. And it's just extra luminous, it's extra bright, it's extra brilliant, it's extra beautiful and bold. So I'm digging it. I'm wearing my moonstone and I'm wearing a citrine, which is a very solar stone. So I'm trying to balance let's balance the feminine and the masculine, the moon and the sun, all of that stuff right in here. I just want to get in here and focus on gratitude and, optimism and all the things that are, going good in life, in spite of all the things that have been so rough, y'all, because in the collective, it's not easy. It's not easy. And like I said, these kind of readings are not to diminish people's real struggle. Hopefully they're there to, uplift and encourage throughout the struggle, because that's life. We don't get to live in this planet without going through the struggles. It's about how we deal with it. That is really the way that we cope, the way that we learn to handle those ups and downs and those big challenges. It's really the defining moments, right? That really, really is. Let's see what we've got here. I've got so many card decks ready to go. The other thing that I wanted to just point out and maybe talk about for a moment tonight is that we are on our 4th day of Christmas. We're going through the 12 days of Christmas that starts, on the day after Christmas. So today is day 4. And I'm reading from this winter solstice book, the Sacred Traditions of Christmas. And so they have a whole entry about Day 4. Day 4, the 29th, which is the 4th day of Christmas. This is the Feast of Fools. So this is like topsy-turvy day. If y'all have ever seen the Disney movie Hunchback of Notre Dame, they actually get into that. That's like a very, very old tradition that's been around for a very long time where things are reversed, right? Thank you, Colin, for that blessing out there. I appreciate that so much. And so this was like the day when, you know, the servants became the masters and the king, you know, became like the peasant, and, you know, it was completely reversed. So it really was kind of important. It was like it helped to sort of let people see things from someone else's perspective. And it's very, very fun. Like, it's a really interesting kind of energy. So whoever you are, whatever you sing, and whatever the thing you're known for, come whenever you wish, take what you see, and once come, stay as long as you like, which is one of the Christmas revels from way back. Um, so the Feast of Fools, when the normal order of things was ceremoniously reversed, has been neglected for a long while, unfortunately, as it could well serve in our own times as a safe way of letting off steam. Essentially, it allowed people who were restricted from even the most casual of pleasures by the church to act in an abandoned way. It was also a time of festivity that was both part of and sometimes superseded Christmas. The following description from a late medieval chronicler, Edward Hall, describes some of the festivities that took place in the court of King Henry VIII in 1512. Oh my goodness. And this is kind of long, guys. But yeah, it goes on about, you know, how basically, yeah, it's like everything gets reversed and the peasants are allowed to be in control and to make the decisions. And of course, you know, the next day it goes back to where it was. But it's really, it was an interesting celebration. And so it's really about, you know, having a day where things are upside down, they're backwards. But sometimes we really, really need to have that, you know, meditate on all these things and read the accounts of the Feast of Fools and see if your perception of the celebration has changed. Nowadays, it's far easier to act a fool than it once was, and it might be worthwhile asking why this is. Above all, let this be a day of joyful fun and bliss, even if you do no more than make silly faces at yourself in the mirror. I love it. So yes, happy Feast of Fools, happy Topsy-Turvy Day. You know, if you've been feeling really down, I mean, it sounds like the old Toys R Us, or was that the Lionel Playworld? Turn the frown upside down. I'm dating myself here. I was a little kid in the 80s. That's me. So all right, let's get into this, guys. I'm gonna start out with we're gonna burn some stuff. Absolutely, we're gonna burn some sage and sweetgrass to clear and cleanse our energy, to rid ourselves of negative vibrations, any negative entities, or any kind of, you know, disharmony that goes on. Let's just go ahead. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna sage y'all out there in the chat, coming through the waves here. I'm gonna sage myself and the space. Dear ancestors, angels, and guides, I ask you to cleanse and clear, detox of all negative vibrations. Anybody in the chat, anything in myself that has just been really challenging and difficult, I ask you to help clear and lighten that, and instead bring through lightness and peace instead of heaviness and doubt. Go ahead and do some sweetgrass for you guys out there and here as well. And with that, I ask for sweetness, positivity, and harmony to be restored. Absolutely, for the sweetness of life to come through. All right, and we're gonna do a couple of tuning forks tonight. I'm gonna do hey there, Elizabeth. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you all in the chat. We're gonna do this is the tuning fork for the solar plexus and the tuning fork for the sun's vibration. Oh. encourage and uplift that solar plexus chakra, which is all for our self-esteem, our self-confidence, etc. That's what it's meant to do, is to uplift us. In yoga or in whatever practice you do, it's important to breathe sometimes into that solar plexus to really open that up. Can really be good to do. And there's our moon fork for our full moon for this evening. And that full moon in Cancer, guys, Cancer rules our subconscious, our deep inner emotions, our soul's origins, family, home, inner child. That feeling of deep emotional security. So those are all the things that are getting, looked at and brought up and examined this next couple days. And, indeed over the next 20 to 30 days as that lunar cycle works itself out. Love the way those feel. All right, guys. So I got all of my full moon readings done late last night. I posted them all up. So all of those are up this morning. And I hope that you'll take some time to sit with those if you haven't already, and watch them, because they were really good. The vibration was really awesome. A lot of good messages coming through with the full moon in Cancer. It really made me happy to see it. So, hey there, Gwen. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm so glad that there are actually quite a few people here in the chat tonight. So don't be surprised if a lot of subconscious issues come to the surface with the Cancer full moon. It's actually, in a way, aside from maybe the Pisces full moon, is one of our most emotional, the ones in the water signs are our most emotional full moons of the year. Hands down. I would say that even though the Cancer full moon is very emotional, it's also very positive, because that's where the moon is happiest, in the sign of Cancer. It's very happy there because that's its natural place. Another place that I'd also say the moon is really positive in is Taurus. Yeah, it's very grounded, very rooted. Hey there, Yuyi. Good to see you, hon. Yeah, I'm always so happy to see my folks out there. And I hope this, it's like, it's one of those things that I pray that all of this is going to help all of us, right? So, let me see. Let me get my astrology cards, because I'm just going to go, sign by sign with these, to try to do everything I can to bring through, some positive messages for our upliftment. We really need this right now. I need this right now. How about you? But I sure do. I need it. So I've been feeling the heaviness, y'all. I also do have a question for everybody in the chat. I am getting ready this next couple days to work on the 2021 readings as we go into the new year. And I wanted to know what helps you guys the most, or what you would like the most. I can either do like a usual monthly, like a January monthly, like I always do for each month, monthly overview, or I can do like a 2021 overview where we do like, a card for each month of the year to come for each sign. With some oracle to kind of give you an idea of what the year ahead will look like for you. So I don't know what you would prefer. I kind of like doing the yearly overview, But at the same time, I know that some people really love like just the basic monthly overview, but I don't really have time for both. So it's like, I don't know, maybe you can all weigh in and tell me what you like or what you would prefer. Either a January monthly for, just the month of January, or if you would like kind of a more broad overview of 2021. Let me know in the chat. That would help. All right. Oh, your overview, Rachel. I kind of like that too. Yeah, cuz it's a reading that I do for actually a lot of my clients, especially ones that have been coming to me for a while. Like I'll do, a yearly overview with like a couple of cards for each month, like January through December. Oh, let's see. I'm a Taurus. My partner's Aquarius. Been together 7 years. Last week proposed. Oh, yay. That's so awesome, Kimberly. Oh, yay. Well, congratulations. And I'm so glad that things are moving ahead for you both. There's been a lot of that, relationships finally coming together, and things like that. So, yay. Very, very cool. I love to hear it. Aw. Good vibes. I love to hear about good stuff happening to folks. I love to hear when I do good readings. I'm like, I want this to be for my people. So I think everyone, the consensus, at least in the chat, is to do a yearly overview rather than just like a January monthly. So that's cool. I will start working on those either later tonight or tomorrow, depending how my energy is after we do this. Aw, thanks, Moonchild. That's so sweet of you. Oh, I know. And Kimberly, it's funny you talk about a 7-year cycle. 7-year cycles are for real because that's how long it takes Saturn to go through 1/4 of our chart, right? And sometimes when you come out of that, like those hard angles, everything starts to finally shift. It does. Yeah. That's why they have the proverbial 7-year itch. I always say that why is they call it that. That's because after, 7 years, it's like Saturn goes from a square to another square, so you get to feel that pressure, right? And you have to grow with it. Yeah, cuz it literally does like gets you moving. And sometimes in a very positive way. It's not bad. Like, people a lot of times they always want to, immediately ascribe to it. Yeah, it is. It literally is Yu Yi. That's the 7-year thing. It's a 7-year cycle that Saturn moves through 1/4 of your chart. And so usually if something is begun, where Saturn is in 7 years, you're going to feel the most challenge to it. And that's kind of like that next step. Are we going to go to the next level, or are we going to let this go? And that's why, like that's that famous thing about marriages and relationships is the 7-year thing. It's like, all right, we hit this point where it's like, are we happy? Are we doing good? Are we going to take it to the next level? Are we going to deal with that? Or are we going to let it go? Yeah. Yeah. That's where a lot of that comes from. It's actually funny to me how much, those typical cycles of life that people just sort of accept as social norms are really attributable to astrological patterns. They truly are. Why is it? Like we have that whole like the 27 thing where so many people die or commit suicide, something happens around between 27 and 30 years old. And it's because that's that first Saturn return. And it's one of the hardest transits that any of us go through. That as well as I would say Saturn moving across our sun sign. That one's very tough as well. It feels like a Saturn return. But yeah, there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why people have a midlife crisis because Uranus is our planet of change and radical reinvention and revolution, and also sometimes erratic behavior. Uranus takes 84 years to go through one complete cycle, 83, 84. And so when you hit around 42 years old, 42, 43-ish, you literally, or Uranus natal is opposing, right, to the transit. And so that's why we get that feeling of like a midlife crisis, because it's sort of that like midpoint where we kind of go, oh, and that Uranus stuff can make us act really, really crazy. And that's why you get people like dumping their partner for the new younger person because it's like they're trying to recapture their youth in weird ways, or they buy that crazy sports car, or just something that just is like, what are you doing, right? I would also say that the midlife crisis point with that Uranus opposition can also result in people really having that, like, seeing the light moment where they realize that, maybe the life they've been living is not really authentic to them and honest to them. And so I would say that, the best thing, the interesting thing, like I went through, because I'm going to be 44 next month. So I've just gone through that transit, still in it, right? And so for me, I haven't really experienced, I would say, the negative side of it because I'm living a life that to me feels very authentic. I'm doing what I love. I love what I do. I'm pursuing what I like. And so I haven't felt that, like, oh my God, I need to I gotta change everything and I gotta, I don't feel that urge. And I think that a lot of the pain and the aggravation of a midlife crisis point with Uranus opposing itself in our charts around that 42-year marker can really, it can be really staved off. It can actually be a very positive thing. Yeah, it can be that little bit of existential crisis, right? So yeah, there's all kinds of things. That's another thing. Like if we make it through the Saturn return, you hear that thing about life, like life begins at 30. Well, some people say life begins at 42 because sometimes that Uranus energy gives us a little snap, a little spark. It makes us jump back into life. And likewise, life begins at 30. That's when Saturn return is over and it's like, whew. 58 to 60 is also another big one because that's usually our second Saturn return. So in every 12 years, we have our Jupiter return. So I'm telling you, a lot of the interesting typical life experiences and things that become just these sort of social norms, like we don't know why we say that. People don't know why, right? They don't know why they say those things. 7-year itch, midlife crisis. Where the heck is that coming from? To me, it's astrology. To me, it's astrology because it's like for everybody, no matter what your chart's got in it, no matter what your personal chart is, these things are going to hit us all around the same timing. And they have the same impact, depending on how we're living our life, depending on how much challenge it's putting to the rest of our chart. Sure, we'll experience it in more unique ways, but we still will experience it. So I can dig this stuff all day. I can talk about this stuff all day long. It is super, super crazy fun. All right, y'all. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's check it out. Let's see what we've got starting out for our Aries tonight in the house. We are doing a positivity reading for you, Aries. No negative vibes here tonight, my friends. No negative vibes. The only more difficult or challenging card I'm going to pull is going to be the first one. And that's going to be from the Magic of You Oracle. Let's see what you've got. What's on your plate personally? And let's get some support around this for you, Aries. Dear angels, ancestors, all our guardians. I'm calling in Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel big time on this one because these guys are powerful, positive, they're protective, they bring through good, positive communication, they illuminate. Uriel is very much one of those that really lights the way. A lot of good, bright gold and yellow solar energy around him as well. So let's get it for Aries, guys. Let's get it for our Rams out there. Boo-ho, transform the way you see. Oh, Aries. So Aries has been through the ringer. I absolutely know it. Aries has been through the ringer. Absolutely. I know that they have been, and I know that that's something that has been very, very challenging for a lot of them. So this is really saying, Aries, this last 3 years especially has been very, very tough. It's been very, very rough for you. So it's time to get back into seeing things a different way because you might have started to get used to seeing things in a really negative light. Yeah, get out there, Moonchild. Yeah, absolutely. It's time to see things in a different way. It's time to shift things back to a more positive, open, you know, instead of expecting the worst, start expecting good things. Yes. And to me, look at what we've got in our tarot for you. We've got the Four of Swords. So this is rest, healing, recovery, relaxation, coming out of those painful cycles, Aries. Knight of Swords, yes. And to me, this is cutting through a lot of old chains, a lot of old bonds. You might feel a little bit nervous. You might feel a little rattled, but it's all right. You know, it's all right. We're just reading the positives of these cards. So to me, that can be some good shift of your mind, a good change of your mind, because that's what it's about. This is about transforming the way that you see. And I love the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling those two sides of your life, balancing yourself within and without. And to me, Two of Pentacles is about really re-embracing your joy. Joy in the journey, feeling good about life again, not being so down, not being so heavy. Seven of Cups, you've got a lot of choices. Ooh, that's not a bad one, Aries. It's not bad to have choices. It's not bad to have things that you want to work on and want to see come through. So let's get you, let's see, first we're going to work with, we've got our fairy deck. So let's get into the fairy realm and get a message from them for you here, Aries. Let's see what we've got from our fairies. They are our little elemental spirits. I know not everybody gets into fairies, but I got a lot of Irish in my background, so you better believe that I'm into some fairies sometimes. All right, let's get a message for Aries from the fairies. It even rhymes. Look at that. We've got the light coming through. Yes, Aries. So check it out. The Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light on your current situation and to remind you that the light will penetrate the darkness. Oh, yes. Aries, this is a great, I'm just getting like goosebumps all over, all over. So let's get a guardian angel for you. Let's get one from the Angel Oracle. Let's see what we've got here for you as well. Gifts from God. Ooh, Aries. Archangel Sandalphon. Very, very good angel to work with. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So there's a lot of new energy entering your life. Aries, you are the initiator of the zodiac. You're that first sign. So you're the birth of spring. You're that, you know, spark of life, right? And so if you have felt like your spark has not been so sparky, so sparkly, so up, this is really saying open your mind, change your perspective, let the light in. Let the light in, Aries. Let's get a message from our archangels as well. This is I've got the Archangel Oracle and I've got the regular Angel Message Oracle. So let's get one of these as well. I'm just going through a whole bunch of Oracle cards and getting all the messages we can for you guys today. And look at that. It is playtime, Aries. That to me is a perfect energy for you, beloved one. It's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So, wow, light energy, seeing things in a different perspective. All of this coming through for you, Aries. So it's time to change that around. It's time to play. It's time to lighten up. You are a sign that embodies playfulness. You are a sign that embodies playfulness and lighthearted energy. To me, you are the Page of Wands in the tarot, which is a very playful, joyful card. And I do feel like that joy is returning to you. Absolutely. Like if you've been walking through the dark, Aries, it's time to take off the mask. Take off the things that have been keeping you from seeing clearly, right? See with new eyes. So let's see what we've got from Archangel Michael himself. Let's see what message we have for you from him. Your children are being watched over by angels. And I love this card because even if you don't have like human children, this could be your pets, and it can also be your inner child being guarded and guided. And Aries, I do feel like you are child energy, right? You are yourself the child energy. So your prayer is, dear guardian angels of my children, thank you for watching over them, ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own inner child, my own children, and other people's children. So there is that nurturing, that protection energy of the inner child spirit for you. Now I'm going to pull from our Affirmators deck. This is one of my favorite decks. It has a rabbit riding on a unicorn on the back, which I absolutely love. So these are wonderful affirmations. They're very funny, cute, and cheeky. So let's get an affirmation card on this for our Aries out there, please. Vitality. Yes, check it out. I am healthy, vital, and strong. And I know there's some Aries that need to hear that one. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So Aries, stay up, stay positive, stay in that positive place, because that is what helps to keep our immune system strong. It helps to keep our bodies strong. I know that some of my Aries folks out there are dealing with some health stuff. And so this is really reminding you that when you stay in a more positive place, you're going to feel a whole lot better. And even if you're dealing with something that is making you sick or is something you really do have to deal with, you're going to come through it much better and much easier by keeping that chin up. So wow, look at this. Let's feel it. Let's get one card as well from our Therapets deck. I love this deck. This is a independent artist. I love her artwork, and she created a affirmation deck from her art, so of course I had to have it. So let's get one for Aries, please. Oh yes, look at that, Aries. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than from fear. So Aries, I do feel a lot of light vibration from this deck, from this reading for you. Get your rest, absolutely get your rest, get your relaxation, calm your nerves, calm your nervousness, use your mind to cut through to the heart of the matter, and live with that joy in the moment. That is what's coming through for you here today for your positivity reading. Yes. All right, let's see who we have next. We're gonna be doing Taurus. Taurus. Love my bowls. Yes, let's get them. I've been trying to remember to make sure I stay really hydrated, y'all. It's so dry in the house. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have got for you today. We are bringing through only positive messages for this reading for you. We really want to just give you something light and bright. No matter what cards come through, I am going to read them in the most positive way possible. So if you're looking for something that's dealing with, more of the harsh stuff, this is not your reading. If you're looking for some encouragement, upliftment, and light being brought back into your life, this one is definitely for you. So dear angels, ancestors, all our archangels, I ask you to be with our Taurus folks and bring through whatever messages of positivity, light, and encouragement that you have for them out there today. Resilience. Ooh, Taurus, burn away the past from the Magic of You Oracle. My goodness. So this is a great card for Taurus because I see you as being an incredibly physically strong, mentally, emotionally strong sign of the zodiac. You really are. You have that resilience. You have that strength about you. And you know, this is telling you to burn away the past, let it go. If it's up in flames, Taurus, don't you worry. It's meant to go. Don't even stress about it. You're so much more resilient, so much stronger than you even realize, and that is what's coming through for you today. Wow. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get 3 tarot cards on this and see what other messages we've got. Look at this, Taurus, you're going. Knight of Wands. So we have action, we have dynamic action. This is Sagittarius energy. To me, that is open, it's positive, it's looking towards the future, it's opening its mind up to the bigger perspective. You're not seeing things so teeny weeny. It's like, let's look into the future here. And you're going towards it very, very solidly, very strongly, because look at that Knight of Pentacles, trust. This is again a card of resilience. Not only do you have the firepower to get the, you know, journey going, to get the, you know, motion going, you also have what it takes to see it through to the end. And I love that there is this big happy Taurus bull there. I mean, that to me is Taurus right there. Strong, determined, rooted, grounded energy, very powerful. And the 3 of Wands. So you're in a beautiful stage of preparation, of getting ready for something big. And I would also say, Taurus, this is a great time to just sit back, relax, and let some things come to you. Because the 3 of Wands is the classic card of our ships coming in. We've put in a lot of time, we've put in a lot of energy, and that energy is returning. That is reciprocating and coming back to us in a very, very positive, strong way. What a nice bunch of tarot cards to pull on this for you. So next, let's get into our fairies. Let's see what the fairies are coming through with. Fairies are very strongly connected to our elemental, you know, themes. They are very connected to nature, the earth, the water, the air, the fire, all the different elements of the natural world. So let's see what message they've got for you. Believe in magic, Taurus. Ooh. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The Fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature and you are magical too. So yeah, check that out. From the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis. I also connect that with the North Star, Taurus. You are directed to your true north, your true potential, your true calling. That's what I feel with that one as well. Yeah, I really feel like there's this motion of you like going the next step, taking the next, you know, step in your journey, planning what you want to do on the next step, and also being very receptive. Like, I know what's meant to be mine is going to come to me, right? It's like I don't have to chase it down in any negative way, right? So let's see what we have got from your Archangel Guardians. Let's see who is attending you, what they have to share with you. Look at this. Take your power back. And I do feel that, Taurus. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So that's that resilience. That's that belief in yourself. Check it out. So wow, Taurus, if you have been feeling kind of beat down, if you've been feeling kind of kind of low lately, or if you feel like people have been sort of stepping on you or taking advantage of you, this is a powerful message to reclaim your power. And you are being reminded as well that you are a resilient, magical being that knows how to get things done. That Knight of Pentacles is all about getting things done. It is the, Knight of the Tarot that always makes its way to the finish line. It's a very, very positive feeling. I'm getting like goosebumps for you, Taurus. I'm for real on this. And daydream is your message from Archangel Raziel as well. So don't always be just go, 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 Taurus. Chill out sometimes too, because you will more easily hear and receive the angelic messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice your feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. And that's what I feel, right? Three of Wands. This is that sit back and let it come to you. Be in that receptive energy as well as that go-getter energy, because you've got both. You're rocking both of those right now, Taurus. Let's see what we've got from Archangel Michael. Let's get one message from him. Also just asking for extra protection around you. I asked for Archangel Michael to use his flaming violet sword to cut through any negative ties, attachments, cords that need to be released, etc. To just keep your energy nice and clean and open. You and your loved ones are safe, so don't worry, Taurus. You're okay. You're okay. They're okay. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. Yeah, so this is also just giving you a little message of just, assurance that you're doing okay and they're doing okay. And it's gonna be all right. All right, let's get an affirmator card on this. Love my little affirmators. My little bunny riding on that unicorn and the rainbows. Let's get one for Taurus, please. And we have gratitude. Ooh, Taurus. Today I'm grateful for all of the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music, and the fact that humans invented an internet, and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. Oh my goodness, Taurus, this is too fun. Too cute. All right, let's get a Therapet card for you as well for a last bit of encouragement. Oh my goodness. Ooh, you are a fighter ever onwards. Ooh, I love it, Taurus. All right, so I mean, you were resilient, magical, a lot of strength. You're taking your power back. You are safe. You are protected by Archangel Michael. And do remember to take time to daydream, to take time to be in that receptive energy as well. Yeah, definitely. Good messages. Really good messages here, y'all. These all set back into place. There, and got our Geminis coming up. Good to see Daisy in the chat. I'm so glad you're here with us, sweetheart. Oh my goodness, Daisy, I couldn't help but think about you yesterday when I did the Pisces reading. Oh my goodness, all that stuff came up. That stuff came up. I'm telling you, I know it has not been the easiest for Pisces. It really hasn't. Definitely check out your full moon, your personal full moon reading that I did for you guys on the channel. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot coming through with this particular full moon. It really is. All right, we've got Gemini coming up here next. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we've got here for you, Gemini. I saw your constellation late last night. I was taking a quick walk outside and I looked up and I said, there is Gemini. There's the twin stars hanging out. Gemini, this is going to be a positivity reading for you. These are timeless messages, I will say, because they're not particularly linked to any astrological time or event. They are just encouragement and an upliftment for you, for no matter when you may need it. That is going to be what we're working on. Every card that comes up, I'm going to read it to its most positive aspect. So if you want something that's a little deeper and gets into the harder stuff of life, you may want to watch some of my other readings, because these are mostly going to be geared towards positivity and optimism. So dear angels, guardians, guides, let's see what we have for our Geminis. Let's uplift and encourage them. Let's brighten, illuminate their beautiful minds, because that is our Geminis. You are the communicators, the talkers, the thinkers. Let's see what we have for you. Ooh, I like this. Phenomenon is your card from the Magic of You Oracle, and this says be still and listen to the spirits. So Gemini, I know, like we said, you're a very active mind. You think a lot, you talk a lot, but this is saying to get the best out of what you're going through right now, to really access all of those messages, it's time to be still. It's time to be receptive and reflective and let those messages come to you rather than having to chase them down or anything like that. So let's get some tarot on this. Let's start with 3 from the Angel Tarot, and let's see what we have for you. Ooh, yes. All right. I'm saying, yeah. 3 of Wands is coming out. Again, this is a very receptive energy. This is let those messages, those energies come to you. This is reminding you that whatever is meant to be will be. The things that are meant to be yours will always return to you, Gemini. If you've been putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of heart, mind, whatever it is, this is saying that you are getting ready to have this come back to you. In the center, we have the 7 of Swords, and this is a very difficult card traditionally in the tarot. It is about theft, it's about dishonesty, it's about people not being real with you and having integrity. So since this is a positivity reading, I am going to read this as the most positive version of this card, which means that people who maybe have been dishonest are getting their just rewards. People are fessing up, they're confessing to you, they're saying, hey, Gemini, I really messed up. I'm really sorry about this. There's something that's being reversed or being returned to you. If anyone has taken something from you or wasted your time or wasted your energy or your heart, it's being returned to you, because the 3 of Wands is all about something coming back full circle and you getting what you deserve and what you put out into the situation. The Hermit card is coming here, so there's also a lot of healing around this. This is your own Mercury energy, and it is the angel of reflection. Just like that Phenomenon card, take some time to yourself, Gemini. Don't feel like you have to do all the talking or all the thinking or all the, interaction. It's time for you to follow your personal truth. You know what's true for you. I feel like with this, all of the disguises, all the pain and difficulty, all the backstabbing, and all of the dishonesty are falling away, because you are coming into contact with your truth, your guiding light, your guiding star, and it's really healing you from the inside out. So don't worry, Gemini. I think, when I get this in a positivity reading, that's like, this is going away. This is filtering out. So let's get a message from the fairies for you. Let's see what we have from our fair folk. They are our nature elementals and really help connect us with the natural world as well. So let's see what they've got for my Geminis. I love it. Tree wisdom. Ooh, Gemini, the tree dryad will help you to navigate through your current situation. Her flute and music can reveal insights and answers through the sounds they create. So this, to me, this is very strong. I'm feeling like this is, you know, think about the way trees are, you know, they're grounded, they're rooted, they're centered. They're a very stabilizing energy for us. And so it's that same feeling of reflection. Look at this. I mean, this is like all coming together. It's really, it's like sit still, listen and allow. Hermit card, heal, reflect, look within. The tree wisdom, the same energy. It's all running through your reading here, Gemini, which is, you know, it reminds me of the, you know, quote in the Bible, you know, be still and know, right? It's like, that's really what it is. Be still and know. So if your mind has just been running, Gemini, if you've been feeling like, you know, you just can't say anymore, you don't want to think anymore, you just need a complete chill out, this is a great reading for you. It is. This is giving you absolute permission to relax the mind, turn within, tune out all of the icky people, anyone that's trying to steal your energy. It's like, bye. It's bye. Let's get an Archangel card for you. Creative writing. Look at this, Gemini. I'm loving this read for you. I am seriously loving this read for you. Oh my goodness. So Archangel Gabriel, our communication angel, is coming through for you. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So guys, Gemini, even if you're, you know, being more quiet, more reflective, there's still, like, this is a very positive way for you to get those thoughts out if you need to. Like, if you need to, it's time to sit down and write from that very deep rooted, reflective kind of space. Gabriel is, to me, the perfect angel for Gemini because Gabriel's energy is about communication, it's about messages, it's about relaying thoughts and ideas. And so, you know, it's giving you new outs. It's new outlets of using your communication in a very positive way that's very healing for you. So let's get another oracle message, another Archangel oracle message here. Reward yourself. Oh, Gemini. So if, like I said, I get the feeling that some of y'all have just been working. You've been putting in so much effort and you haven't been taking care of yourself quite enough. So you've been giving a lot of yourself lately and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level, right? So take time for yourself. Absolutely, Gemini. This has been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year. So this has got a very reflective, deep-rooted, anything that's going to help you feel grounded and recentered is going to really be where to go. So let's get a message on this from Archangel Michael. And as we do this, I just want to call in his protection for you, Gemini. I want to clear away any of those cords, any of those negative attachments. Always, you know, you can always ask Archangel Michael to do that for you anytime. Be gentle with yourself. Yes, look at that. I mean, this is just coming through again and again. Reward yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be reflective. Be still. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. Yeah, this is so nice. This is such a like peaceful, stable, grounding kind of message for Gemini. Oh yes, let's get an affirmators card. Can't forget the bunny. Can't forget that unicorn bunny. Let's see what we've got for Gemini for some more words of upliftment and encouragement. Personal growth. So yes, personal growth is still in the mix here, Gemini. And that Hermit card is all about personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow, crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. So yeah, that is it. You know, I feel like those, you know, there's old ways of thinking that are falling away. Old ways of doing things, old habits, old mental constructs are falling away as you're listening to this. So let's get a Therapet's affirmation. Oh, Aries had this too. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to come from a place of love rather than from fear. Yeah. So even when we're afraid, Gemini, try to remember you don't have to come from a place of fear. Try to get centered, grounded. Hear your true wisdom. Hear your true wisdom. We all got that inside of us. And I feel like you're hearing those voices especially well now if you just relax, tune in, go hug a tree, go be in nature. Yeah, it's very important for you right now, Gemini. Nice reading, really nice. All right, let's see what we've got next. This is a special evening for Cancer here. Hey, Sarah Sargent, good to see you. Let's see. Oh, Moonchild. Oh my goodness. Just checking on my folks. Yes, checking on my folks. All right, so Cancer, this is your special evening tonight. This is a timeless reading. This is a positivity reading for you. So whenever you see this will be the right time for you. But tonight in particular, interestingly enough, we are sitting in the full vibration of the full moon in Cancer. So I would say that this is a particularly strong evening for you. You will absolutely be feeling the vibration of that lunar influence as we go through these messages. So dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors, let's see what we have to encourage, uplift, and bring more positive, optimistic energy to all of our Cancers out there. Ooh, Maximus. Look at that one. All right. So this says, how can you feed others when your own table is empty? So, Cancer, this is all about being good to yourself, nourishing yourself, nurturing yourself, because you are an extremely nourishing, flourishing sign. You put that bright light up, right? And all of the folks are attracted to that bright light, but you know how that works. Sometimes you also attract some people that aren't so good for you. So this is really saying to focus in on yourself. Always focus in on your own energy. Be very good to you. Be very, very good to you. That is super, super important right now. So let's get a couple of tarot cards on this. And since this is a positivity reading, guys, even if we have more challenging or difficult cards come out, I'm going to read them to their most positive aspect because we're looking on the bright side tonight. We are. I love it. Oh, yes. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so your first card out is the World card, Cancer, the Angel of Success. This is old doors closing, new doors opening. absolutely awesome energy. Saturn, this is, you know, that Saturn shift. And I really do feel for Cancer, you are one of the signs that really benefits the most from the Saturn transit of it leaving Capricorn going into Aquarius. There's no doubt about that. So to me, this is really successful, you know, endings and beginnings. This is a great energy. This says you have been through all of the cycles of life, the challenges of life, because this is the last card of the major arcana. So you have gone through all those major issues and ups and downs, and it's like now it's like breakthrough. You're having this really nice feeling there. In the center, we have got the Eight of Pentacles, dedication, perseverance. This is definitely you working hard, staying the course, leading by example. There are probably people watching you, Cancer, that are really gaining a lot by your example. They're like, wow, Cancer has come through it. They are working hard. They are doing so much, and they've stayed true to themselves. They've stayed true to their, you know, ethics and their integrity. It's a beautiful card of patient, persistent work. Capricorn, I love Capricorn, so I like that card. And this couldn't get nicer. We have our Ten of Swords, which is endings. And the Ten of Swords to me is about endings. It is about things coming full circle, difficult cycles being completed. To me, the Ten of Swords, right? It shows all those layers, all those levels where we might have been betrayed, stabbed in the back, let down, disappointed, bamboozled, and run all over, right? That's really what it is. And so that is what's coming to an end with that card. It's super awesome. This is a great 3-card tarot reading for my Cancers out there, because it's a lot of success, it's a lot of completion of difficult cycles coming to an end, and really just saying that even if you've been through it, you haven't lost your strength, you haven't lost your stamina, you haven't lost what makes you you, Cancer. You really haven't. Even if you may feel like, oh my God, am I still in there? Am I still all here? You are. But the thing is, with this Maximus card, it is time to really give back to yourself. It's time to put yourself first in a lot of situations, because it's saying, how can you continue to give to others when you're not giving to yourself? So make sure you're giving to yourself, Cancer. It's very important, very positive for you to do that. Very good stuff. So let's get into your message from the fairies. Yes, the Celtic in me just cries out. I was like, we gotta have some fairy messages on this. Fairies are elemental spirits. They're very connected to nature, and they're really just fun and great to work with. So let's see what we have as a message from the Fae folk for you. Hidden depths. Look at that. And yes, Cancer, you are a sign of depth, of emotion, of the subconscious and the soul's origins. That's why Cancer people are deep. The moon in Cancer is a deep thing. The 4th house in any of our astrology chart is a deep house, because it deals with all those elements. So something hidden is going to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So that is a beautiful card of really saying, you know, you're going below the surface, you're going into the depths, Cancer, and you're going to be healing whatever is revealed. Whatever comes up in your subconscious is going to be healed. It's going to be soothed. There's going to be this catharsis that comes through. Love this reading for you all so far. I knew it would be good being in your moon sign tonight. Yay! So let's get an archangel message on this. Clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. So, Cancer, notice the loving guidance you hear in your mind or from other people. Look at this. Same thing. You're going to be hearing some message or some information in the deep subconscious parts of your mind. They're coming to the surface. Clairaudience is the gift of being able to hear your guardians, your guides, your angels, your ancestors. It can come through in dreams. It can come through in, you know, signs and symbols. Some people literally hear it, like feel it. I've had experiences like that where you might be, you know, partially asleep And because when you're partially asleep, you're not thinking, you're not overthinking what's coming your way. I've literally had that happen where I'll be half asleep and I'll hear my dad say, Ariel, or hey, are you, hey, how are you doing? I'm here for you. Or, just whatever that message is. And I like wake up thinking he's standing right there. So that may be something that you experience, Cancer. That's happened to me. That has happened. And it's like the most intense thing where it's like you hear their voice just as loud as they were right there. Yeah. And so that could be, that could be something that really is coming up for you. When you see this reading, Cancer, is this clairaudient gift of being able to hear those messages very, very strongly. So let's get into your message from the Archangel Oracle here. New partner. Oh, so for all my single Cancers out there, this could be a new love partner on the way, a new friend on the way. A chance meeting is no mistake. It's divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to the new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So it could be a new romantic partner, could be new friends, a new social circle, someone that, maybe a coworker or, business partnership that starts to set up during this. But definitely pay attention to whoever is coming through. When you've seen this reading, it's like, okay, yes. All right, let's talk to Archangel Michael now, Cancer. Let's get a message from him. And I also just want to ask Archangel Michael on your behalf to come in and clear your energy, to cut through any old negative ties, cords, lower vibration energies with that violet flame sword, and just free you to being even stronger, happier, and more liberated than you have been in a while. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So being very honest is important. I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So Cancer, I feel like a lot of these hidden old messages and truths are coming up to the surface. And, if some of them are difficult, don't push them away. Just accept. Just say, yes, that is the truth. I do feel this way. I do have that issue. I do have this thing coming up. Don't be afraid to say, yes, I realize that, because that's how you start to act accordingly. You start to heal it accordingly. This is a powerful reading here, y'all. This one's very powerful for you. So let's get our affirmator card on this. Let's get some more words of encouragement for our Cancers out there. Communication. Oh, those two. One of the big cards came out, so that's a big one. Wonder how the other person is feeling. Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling. Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. Yes, I love these cards. And the other card that came up right after that is love. So love is a many-splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. Or how about the chills I get when singing along to my favorite song? I love these cards. They always make me laugh. They always make me smile. That's important. Fill your life with things that make you smile. Very important. So let's get into the Therapets. Let's get one little message from these gorgeous little guys here. This one keeps coming up again and again and again. 3 out of 4. so far. Look at that. It's okay to be afraid, but as much as you can, please try to act from love rather than from fear. Look at that. Yeah. And on here, you know, act accordingly. Act from a place of love rather than fear. This card keeps coming up again and again because I feel like there's a lot of things that we're afraid of. There's a lot of things that we have as fears. And it's like it's really saying don't come from that place. As much as possible, don't come from that place because that really binds us up. It ties us up, right? Woo! Y'all. These are strong. These are really strong. All right. Let's get reorganized here to get ready for our Leos. I did see Ms. Mindful in the chat earlier. Hope she's doing good. Saw Tortuga come in. I saw Monica come in. Love to see you all. Monica, it's been a minute, babe. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thank you, Colin. You're welcome. And thank you so much again for the second blessing you gave while I was doing the read. I appreciate that so much. Because you work hard for your money, Colin. You work hard for your money, and I appreciate you helping me out with a little bit of it. I do. Oh my goodness. These have been so nice. I feel better like doing these kind of readings, right? Yeah. Aw, Moonchild, that's so sweet of you. Yes. You are a very, very welcome part of our group. Absolutely. Yeah, Gwen, look at that. Right? Absolutely. I feel like these are for our signs, but they're also kind of for our collective. So when we see like the same stuff coming over again and again, it's like we can't ignore it, right? We can't ignore it because it's like what's happening with other people affects us and vice versa. It's like we forget we're all part of the web. We're all part of the collective. You know, we have a little bit of that duality where it's like we have our individual life and then we have the mass consciousness life that we're all part of. So I think, you know, and if we see those cards, like I said, none of those are really my signs either, but that comes up again and again and I'm like, oh, darn. It's like choosing, you know, between fear and love, trying to act from a place of courage and love and higher integrity, even if you are afraid. I mean, that's what courage is anyway. We think of courage and bravery as just being like, oh, I'm going to go in there. But let's face it, it is like if you're not afraid of it, there's no courage necessary. You have to be afraid to be courageous. You have to be somewhat afraid to be brave. Because otherwise, it's just doing what you're going to go do anyway. It's not no sweat. Oh, yes. Absolutely, Yui. It has been. There's just no getting around it. I was earlier, hey, oh, Sebastian's in the chat too. Good to see you, hun. A lot of times I think there's people in the chat and they don't say anything, so I don't know they're there, and then they say something like, ah! Good to see you. But yeah, I was listening to some stories, you know, from some of the, you know, nurses and frontline workers in the hospitals, and it's rough, right? I mean, there's no getting around it. Like I said, yeah. Oh, same here, Krista. I'm so glad I started my channel. You know, I am. Because I've just met some awesome people, and it's brought other awesome people together as well. So it's just, you know, it's a blessing all around for everybody. I hope. I do hope. We've definitely had some nasty ones out there. I've had a few to deal with, absolutely, but I think that's just sort of comes par for the course when you're doing anything in public. It always has been for me. There's always going to be like one, you know, negative nut in the middle of it. I don't mind good nuts. I mind regular, happy, you know, crazy nuts. You know, there's a lot of nuts in my family tree. It's got to be like an acorn tree, an oak tree, because there's a lot of nuts in my family tree. I'm fine with that, you know. There's a difference between good crazy and bad crazy. Absolutely. Yes. Me too, Sebastian. And, you know, you can take whatever those innuendos are. Yes, Moonchild. I love it. Yes, we are. We absolutely are. Oh my gosh. Hey, Angela. Oh, my dear Angela. Angela, you're awesome. You are so good. I'd love to see you more. She's a great moderator when she's here. Yes. Angela's awesome. I always appreciate her. Yeah, she's bailed me out a couple times when my regular mods weren't here. Cuban, no, don't get me started about Cuban music. Oh my gosh, it's the best. It's the best. That gets my dragon fire going. It's like all those horns, and I just want to dance. I do. I love it. I love it. I watched what was it, the thing about Celia Cruz. Oh, Celia Cruz. She was a legend. Cuban legend. Oh, Moonchild, I thank you for being annoying, but you're not really annoying. You're so fun. Yeah, Yui, yes. Love the Cuban culture. Yeah, it's a thing. It's such a thing. I love it. Yeah. Yes. I love the music and the dances and just good vibes. Good vibes. Yes, Azuka. Yes, I love it, Yui. Oh my gosh. I love Celia. Amazing. Oh. All right, guys, let's get into the next one. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Y'all are gonna start talking about food again. I'm gonna get totally sidetracked if we start talking about food. Yes, Gwen. Yes, you'll see a lot of that in Florida. That's part of actually why I like Florida, in spite of Florida's like bizarre reputation for drunkenness and alligators, alligator craziness. I really do love, I do love it down there. I love the beaches. I love a lot of like the music culture down there. There's a lot of good clubs, a lot of good dance music. You know, there's no getting around that. Florida's got some good stuff in it. That's why a lot of people live there. A lot of people want to go there. Yeah. Plus, it's not super expensive to live there. Like, a lot of places are really cheap. All right. Speaking of hot signs and fun times, let's get into our Leos. Let's see what we have for our positivity reading for our lions out there. So, Leo, this is your positivity reading. This is going to be all about optimism, encouragement, lifting you up, and making you feel a little bit better, a little bit lighter, I hope. This is going to be definitely a timeless reading because it's not attached to any specific timeline. This is really just an energy reading. So Leo, even if you end up watching this a year later, when you see it, it's meant for you. So let's see what we have for you, for all my beautiful lions and lionesses out there. To me, you are a positivity sign, Leo. You are. In spite of the darkest night, in spite of the toughest times, my Leos are definitely a bright, bright, solar, radiant, shining star. So let's see what we have. We're going to start with an oracle card to just get an idea of where you're coming from personally. Dear angels, ancestors, beings of light, let's get a positivity reading here for our Leos to uplift and encourage them. Epoch. Oh, pause in your journey. What an intense card message. Yes. So take a little break here, Leo. You've been working hard. You've been going through a lot. You've been doing quite a lot with that energy. And you may feel like you've really been lifting a lot of people up along the way. So this is really just saying, take some time, take a pause, take a little break. It's totally fine for you to do that. There is nothing wrong with sitting still for a moment and getting up when you're ready. Let's get into your tarot here. Let's get 3 cards. And because this is a positivity reading, no matter what they are, I'm going to read them to their most positive translation. like it. Yes, Knight of Cups. So this is sensitivity, it's spirituality. I would say since you are in this pause kind of energy right now, this is about letting people reach out to you because the Knight of Cups brings in emotional offers, you know, more maybe romantic or emotional people that are coming your way. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio attached to that card. In the center, we have this Eight of Cups. So this is that departure card. This is walking away many times from something that has been unfulfilling to you in a spiritual or emotional sense. And to me, it also does indicate that you are reflecting on the next step to take in your journey. So whenever you see this reading, Leo, you may be very much going through this time where there's places you'd like to go, there's things you would like to do, you would like other people to be able to come to see you, could be of a romantic nature, a friendship nature, and you feel like you're in this pause energy. Try to work through that energy because sometimes that can make you feel like, well, should I just give up? But if you don't feel like you really should, stay the course. Go the next step. There's nothing wrong with that at all, Leo. There's a lot of positivity, though, right here with this Emperor card. This is the Angel of Wisdom, and that's why I say use your wisdom about any emotional decisions or choices that are set before you when you see this reading, because this is all about, should I stay, should I go, should I stay, should I go, what am I feeling, what am I sensing? Use your wisdom, use your skill, and also definitely use your positive, fiery, warm force here because the Emperor is very upbeat. It's Aries energy, it's Mars energy. It's very strong, it's very enthusiastic. It's also the veteran, right? The Emperor is usually a slightly older guy who's been through the battles, they've been through the wars of life, and so they have the wisdom and the knowledge of when to push and when to hold back. So use your inner intuition and your inner knowledge, Leo, right now of when to sit still, when to take a little break, and when to continue your journey. So let's get into our fairy oracle. We're going to get a message from our beautiful elemental spirits of the Fae folk, these fairy realm. Let's see what they have for Leo for a message for you. Purity, yes. Oh, what a beautiful card, too. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Leo, you are the sign that rules the heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So, to me, Leo, this pause in your journey is not negative at all. It's not, you know, something that you should be down about, even if that's how you're feeling, because this is really saying, this is just giving you a time to look within your heart, look within your soul, get a real clear read on what resonates for you, on what works for you, on what, you know, is the most true, pure expression of your heart. Yes. What is that heart energy telling you, Leo? So let's get into your angels. Let's look at an archangel guardian for you, Leo. And look at this. Peace is coming through. Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And I'm going to say, look at this. I just feel it. The epoch. Take a pause. Take a break. Purity. Look into your heart to gain that peaceful vibration, that peaceful place that you seek. Let's get a messenger card on this. Wow, this is beautiful. So Leo, I think, you know, and Archangel Chamuel is all about bringing greater peace into our relationships, whether they're romantic, friendship, etc. So for you, Leo, I do feel like there's this pause in the journey to really bring in greater love, greater peace around your relationship life. Yes, and look at this. Steady progress is happening. So it's certainly not at a complete standstill. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So there's a huge emphasis on love and peace in this reading for you here, Leo. It's all about getting in touch with your heart, finding that peaceful, loving center. There's peace and love coming into the relationships and the steady progress here, Leo, as you bring in love and more positivity into your journey. This is a beautiful read. I'm absolutely loving these. So let's get into a message from Archangel Michael here for you, Leo. And at the same time, I'm asking Archangel Michael on your behalf to cleanse and clear and protect your energetic field, to use his violet flame sword to detach any negative vibes or cords that may have attached to you, so that you will feel lighter, more peaceful, and more protected. Look at that. So shield yourself during this time, right, Leo? Protect your heart, protect your energy. Don't let negative people, don't let harsh people come into your arena. It's just not right for you right now. So the prayer is, Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle, and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. So this is about really honoring and protecting you and your loved ones, you and the people that are very strongly in your circle, and all of the different vehicles that you use to get around. So let's see what we have for your affirmations, for your words of encouragement here, Leo. Oh my word, my stomach is so noisy. I'm like, and your affirmation card is power, and I gotta love it because it looks like a dragon dinosaur tank with peace and love signs all over it. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. I love this, Leo. You don't need to do anything but be right now. That's really it. Just be in your power, be in your strength. You don't need to do anything right now. And I know that might be like, what? For some of you, you might be like, I don't want that. But some of you are like, thank goodness, I'm just gonna relax. Sarah Sharpton. Yes, I do. I am hungry. I didn't realize how hungry I was gonna get when I started this. Let's get a Therapet card here for our Leos. Ooh, look at this. Yes. Leo, with every challenge you meet, you gain experience. Every day you are leveling up. So Leo, even though I feel that this is definitely a more passive time for you, a more relaxed time for you, you are going to next levels. You are going to new heights. So don't worry. You know, and part of the experience is letting life flow by sometimes. Yes. Yes. That's very much what this is about. What a great reading. These are just so nice. This is very, very helpful. I think for all of us. It's helpful for me. I'm feeling it. It feels very, very uplifting. Yep. Level up, Leos. That's right, Yui. We're rooting for them. Oh, Miss Mindful, I'm so glad to have you in the chat. Guys, if you haven't checked Miss Mindful out, she has a really nice little channel on YouTube. I'm always gonna encourage everyone to go visit her channel and subscribe and watch some of her videos on mindfulness. They're just nice short little meditations that are very, very good, especially when you start feeling kind of overwhelmed. It's like, it's good to click on one of those and just chill out. And she's got a great voice. I love when she does videos where she just talks because it really is enjoyable to listen to her. She's our little Aquarius queen in the house. That's right. All right, let's tap these cards. I'm just gonna hit those with some selenite, charge them up a bit, and get into our next sign, get into our Virgos. Yes, let's see what we've got for them. Yeah, no, It's for real. It's for real out there. I gotta get through this winter. Yeah. Oh, I know. Absolutely, Sarah. I hear ya. My stomach is just gonna keep making noise. I don't feel like I should be that hungry. I ate before I did these. It's like, what is wrong with you? Sometimes my metabolism is so much faster than I can keep up with it. It's like, yeah, 10-minute popcorn break, Krista. I need a bunny break with have some snacks. And then we all started talking about food too. That's probably what did it. My stomach was like, food? What'd you say? What'd you say? I know, right? Yeah, everybody's so funny. They're like, that's one of my jokes. That's one of my old dragon jokes. Dragon is almost always hungry. It's like, wait, I just ate. Like, the only time that I'm not hungry is right after I ate. Oh, don't say that, Moonchild. I need the empanadas right now, that's for sure. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so next up. I'm just gonna have to ignore it. My stomach is fine. I've got food ready to cook after I finish this. So it's like, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna be getting into the kitchen and fixing something, but sometimes you just gotta ignore the darn stomach, but it's so loud. It's so loud, like it's gonna start talking and it'll be louder than me. It's like, hey, I got something to say down here. It's like, shut up. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. We've got Virgo in the house, our beautiful sign of agriculture, health, healing, medicine, and well-being, habits, routines, cleansing, purification. I love Virgo. Virgo is such a multifaceted sign that often gets overlooked for that. That's right, Moonchild, we are. All right, so Virgo, this is a positivity reading for you guys. This is going to be all about encouraging and uplifting you. All the cards that I read in this are going to be their most positive translation of that card. This is really a timeless reading for you, so whenever you see it is right for you because it's not attached to any specific, period of time. So you can watch these anytime that you just need a boost of optimism and encouragement. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, I ask you for positive messages and encouraging themes and elements for our Virgos out there. Please show us what you have for them. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's intense. The card coming through is Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. So wow, Virgo, this is what you're working through or feeling. So, I would say that if anybody's really been negative to you, if you feel like they've been putting out negative intentions or negative energies towards you, don't worry about it. They will be found out. They will be revealed. The truth always wins in the end, even if it takes some time. And so if you've been dealing with something or someone that's been very harsh, very negative, or you have felt somewhat attacked, I would say to, pull your energy in from that situation, from that person, protect yourself, and just allow the situation to unfold because they're not going to be able to hide in the dark forever. That's for sure. I know how it is when somebody's been very abusive or negative towards you and you're kind of feeling like, well, wow, it's not like you want revenge. That's not it. You just want the truth to come out. You want people to know what's happened. And sometimes in a way to prevent other people from being hurt. So yeah, it's that desire for justice. And so Virgo, if you've got that feeling, this is reminding you, hang in there. Spirit has a way of taking care of these things. Sometimes we don't always get to see it, right? Or get to, hear about it, but it will be addressed. So Very, very strong energy that's coming through right here. So let's get 3 tarot cards on this, Virgo. Let's see what extra messages we have coming through around this subject. Ooh, look at that. Yes. So, Knight of Swords. I get a feeling for my Virgos, there has been some sort of drama. There's been some sort of upheaval. Somebody might be feeling very nervous about something they've said or done towards or around you. The positive side of our Knight of Swords is always that cutting through the BS, right? Cutting through to the heart of the matter, because swords are very incisive. 10 of Cups is next. So to me, this is home, this is bliss, this is emotional and spiritual stability. It's a beautiful energy for you, which is very happy, very connected. I love to see this, of course, in a positivity reading, because that to me just reminds me again, and just reminds you again, that spirit is going to take care of this. Whatever the issue is, whatever, you know, you're going through, Virgo, you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. You're going to reach a better, happier place. This could be like a blessing, like a, you know, it's that blessing in disguise. That's the feeling I get around this, is like something might have been really negative, something might have been really nasty, but it was meant to go away. Like that drama was meant to leave your life so that you could come into this happier, more expansive place. And our outcome card is this Temperance card, the Angel of Peace. So this to me is getting that balance, getting that stability back. It's a Sagittarian ruled card, but I'm going to tell you something funny to me. The Temperance card, even though it's Sagittarius, always reminds me of Virgo, because it's like that, you know, it looks like your Virgo symbol. It's like the maiden in the field, you know, with the wheat. It just has the feeling of Virgo to me. So even though it's a Sagittarius card, I always give a little bit of that shout out to the Virgos, because it really feels like your energy. And to me, Temperance is a card of resilience. It's a card of moderation, balance, and you really coming through in a very strong way. So I just get this feeling that no matter like what negativity somebody has meant for you, it's being reversed into good fortune for you. So I like this read already. So let's go ahead and get a message from your fairies. Let's work with the fairy oracle here a little bit, getting into the fae folk, our little elemental nature spirits, to see what message they may have for you, Virgo. Ooh, yes, look at this. So wish wisely, Virgo. Don't waste any time or energy on people that are negative, things that are just kind of going nowhere. Let them go. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. That's got like a total fairy godmother vibe going on, doesn't it? Yeah. So, you know, it's like Virgo, you're generally not a very vengeful sign. You're not really that way, but this is really saying that put your intentions where you want to go. If you don't want to go back to this negative person, situation, or vibration, don't do it. Don't do it. Focus on the good. Focus on what you really want to manifest and taking the steps toward that manifestation. So let's get into an Archangel guidance card. Let's see which one of the Archangels is coming up to help you out here. And we have got the keyword of peace with Shamuel. And Shamuel is an archangel of relationship peace and harmony. So this is really bringing in, to me, better relationships and better peace and calm, and, you know, just getting back on a good foot with your relationships. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So again, tapping into people that provide a loving vibration, not a harsh vibration. It's very important. Let's get a message from the Angel Oracle as well for this. Virgo, this is one of my favorite cards, and for me, it is a total Virgo card. It really is. This, I could not pick a better one for you. Focus on service. Virgo is the sign of service and helping others, healing others. So your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. So really, it's like this is about reciprocal energy, which I really love because it reminds you, Virgo, that, you know, you're a very giving sign, but don't forget, you know, the reciprocal flow needs to come back to you as well from time to time, right? In a relationship, in a situation like that, right? You need this peace, you need this flow of love, giving and receiving. So if you don't feel like you're getting that, that's what you're tuning out of. This is about raising that frequency higher, wishing wisely, paying attention to that 10 of Cups energy, the ultimate bliss and emotional spiritual fulfillment. Let's get a card from Archangel Michael now. And as we do this, Virgo, I am also praying that Archangel Michael will lift any heaviness from you, protect your spirit, protect your auric field, to use that violet flame sword on your behalf to cut away any negative attachments, cords, any negative intentions anyone's put out to you. I'm just asking that that all be canceled and sent back to the sender because it does not belong to you. Self-respect. Oh my goodness. I love this. Virgo, this is so good for you. So your prayer, dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all my relationships so that I'm surrounded by loving and kind people. Oh. So good. All right, Virgo, let's get an affirmators card. Affirmators. Let's get some words of encouragement here for my Virgo folks. I can't. This is amazing. Self-love. Look at this. Self-love. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Yes. Focus on service, reciprocal give and take, self-respect, self-love. Virgo, every bit of this, every bit of this is amazing for you. I feel like, yeah, when you really respect and love yourself, these negative people, negative vibes, negative energies, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance against you. Aw, yes. And remember, always, you are a work in progress, and that is okay. Yes, absolutely. So, Virgo, I know that you're a sign that tends to focus on always being perfect, always seeking perfection. But remember, you don't have to be perfect all the time. All of us are this. We're all a work in progress. And it's all okay there. It's totally okay to be in that flux because we all are, truthfully. We all are. Yes. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. I love this for you, Virgo. So nice. Yep. Yep. All right. Oh my word, my stomach is so loud. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's loud. It's like, rawr. I saw Fry King join the chat. Glad to see you there, Fry King. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're getting close. It's almost, it's in 28 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so, it's going to be the complete apex of our full moon tonight. After I eat, I'm definitely going to bundle up and go take a walk. I know it does. The stomach has something to say tonight. You know, when they say to listen to your gut, I don't think they meant that literally. But tonight my stomach says, yes, you must listen to me. All right, my lovely Libras, let's see what we have got for you. I know that Yui is in the house. I know that we've got some great Libra energies out there. So let's see what Libra is coming through for tonight. This is a positivity reading for you, Libra. So this is all about positivity, optimism, encouragement. So any cards that I read for this are all going to be from their highest vibration and their most positive translation. This is a timeless reading, so you can watch this anytime you need to, and whenever you do come across it, Libra, is the right time for you, because this is not attached to any specific point of time. This is really for whenever you need it. So, dear angels, ancestors, guardians, let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras out there. Let's see what we can give them as far as encouragement, optimism, and shining a bright light in their life. Please show us, Libra. Yes, Paradisical. I love this card in the deck. You belong to paradise. So don't forget, Libra, that you are part of the divine. You are part of the divine plan. You are in the flow of that. And when you really embrace that and feel that, you will feel that connection with spirit, and it will bring you to that greater state of bliss and paradise. So let's get some tarot on this. Let's see what we have from our angel tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards on this for Libra. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So Libra, you know, it's like I'm meditating on that paradise card, you know, remembering you belong to paradise. I feel like if a lot of you have felt kind of heavy, kind of heart tired, right? You know, it's really about remembering that you're part of the divine, that you're part of that, so that your soul and your heart doesn't get so heavy. Right at the start, we have our 10 of Pentacles. This is a feeling of support, groundedness, stability, you know, really rebuilding a very strong, solid base of support for yourself, whether it's, you know, financial, friendship wise, love connections, whatever that is. It's really time for that. And the 10 of Pentacles to me is just such a fulfillment of a lot of hard work, of a lot of endurance, a lot of, you know, putting in so much time and effort on whatever it is. The 3 of Swords is in here too, which is our heartache card, our recovery card, right? Since this is a positivity reading, I'm reading this in the most positive light, which it means that heartache and that loss are coming to a full cycle, a full end, that whatever has been painful for you is being healed. You are recovering from that. You have come through, you have survived. And look at what's coming up next is our Judgment card. So the angel of the past, the resurrection, the rebirth, the renewal. So to me, this is a really strong message. It's like, here's that heartache, here's that recovery, but then look, the resurrection and the new life is being reborn. And the very positive thing about this, Libra, is I think that honestly, at the end of the day, you come from a very good place of strength. Like, you have a really good place of, you know, strength, roots, grounding. You have good people in your life. Libra usually does have good people in their life because Libras are awesome. They are good friends. They really put a lot of time and energy into those connections that they have. So at the end of the day, no matter how much your heart has hurt, no matter how much aching and recovery you've been through, it's like you have such a beautiful potential here and a beautiful outcome for resurrection, restoration, new life, emerging from the ashes. It's the phoenix from the ashes card, that judgment card, right? And so because at the end of the day, you had this to begin with, and that cannot be taken away from you, Libra, right? No matter how much pain, no matter how much heartache you have come through and survived and recovered from, or are in recovery from, you have a solid base of support and grounding underneath you. So let's get into the fairy oracle. Let's see what the message from the fairies is, from our fae folk and our elemental spirits. Let's see what they have for you, Libra. Ooh, very bright, very light card. Look at that. Life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So that to me is absolutely a card of recovery and release and renewal, just like that judgment. This is so, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And that is that sun fairy, you know, that sunshine fairy, that sunlight elemental. So Libra, you are shining bright. You belong to paradise. Anything that has been painful or difficult is being brought to light. It is being healed. It is being worked on, and you are rising like a phoenix from the ashes. Let's get some archangel energy on this. Let's see what we have in our angel oracle. Which archangel is coming through strongest for Libra right now? Healthy lifestyle is showing up. Archangel Raphael. Yes. So guys, to me, this is all about healing, heart healing, physical healing, and health. I mean, the life force, the life energy, the judgment card, all coming in here for Libra. Eat a healthful diet, get good sleep, and exercise regularly for ultimate health, right? Do everything that you need to do, Libra, to support yourself. I believe very strongly in the body-mind, body-heart connection. Like when we're taking good care of our body, like we just feel better. And so our emotions work better, right? When we're eating well. I mean, let's face it, none of us feel that good when we're tired, when we're hungry, when we're dehydrated. We just don't feel that good, right? And so to me, it's like there's been times in my life where I've literally had to like I'll be exercising while I'm crying like I because I'm so sad or so going through something, but it's like pushing through it anyway. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do this, or just whatever it is, because it's like I know that if I do that, I'm gonna it's still gonna help me feel better. It's like I may not be able to change everything, but I can change those things. I can, you know, those are the things I can control because that's life, right? That's life. So let's get an oracle message from the angels as well on top of this card. Change in direction. Libra. Ooh, yes, you might be doing that. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow the path to happy outcomes that you desire. Aww. So Libra, yes, I think a lot of new energy is coming into your life. You're letting a lot of things go. This is letting a lot of things go and really letting that sunshine come in, really letting the positive flow right on in. So let's get a message from Archangel Michael on this. And as we do this, Libra, I'm going to just send out a prayer to Archangel Michael to use his violet flame sword on your behalf to cut and clear any negative cords, any negative ties, anything that's been holding you back, holding you down, whether you're aware of it or not, because a lot of times those things are very subconscious. I'm just asking for him to bring in that healing light and protect you all around, inside and out. Write about your thoughts and feelings. So Libra, if you are into journaling, it couldn't get a whole lot better, but this is a good time to just write it out, talk it out if you need to. Your prayer is, thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insights, blessings, and healing. So anything that you need to express, go ahead and write it out, Libra. Go ahead and feel those feelings. Let it go. Sometimes, you know, if there's something that we need to say to somebody, sometimes it's best to write it down first so that we really say it exactly the way that we want to, right? So let's get into our affirmations. Let's see what we have for you in our encouraging words here. Worthiness. Yes. I am worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it. And damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else. And then I'll run away very quickly. All right, Libra, this is good. This is awesome. Let's get a Therapet card on this for y'all. Look at that. This one came out again. Virgo had this as well. I am a work in progress, and that is okay. Look at that. So Libra, this is absolutely a card of self-acceptance as well. Don't worry about getting things perfect. Don't worry about whatever perfect means, or normal means for that matter. To me, it's just a setting on the darn washing machine. So this is what it's about. You are in progress. You are working on it. You are moving through these cycles, and that is totally okay. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. So beautiful read for you, Libra. Oh my goodness. So everybody asking in the chat if we had a live last night. No, we did not. Because I was up all night working on full moon readings. I was up all night doing those. I got them all processed and uploaded, and then I fell asleep very early in the morning. So yeah, all of the individual sign reads were uploaded early this morning. So definitely check those out, because those full moon cycles of energy, we definitely feel those vibrations for the month ahead, right? Yeah, I don't have my Capricorn cup tonight for hiking. I really probably should, because water isn't cutting it for my stomach. My stomach's like, stomach's like, give me some honey, give me some tea. I don't, water thing. That's probably why it's mad. When I said I was going to ignore it, it kind of shut up. It actually did. It was like, fine. Fine, bish. I'm going to go growl at you later. I've been good, Sarah. After I did my readings, I made really, really good dinner. I had an awesome vegetarian spaghetti. It was yum. Oh, it was yummy. And I've got food that I'm going to go cook. I'm going to roast vegetables and potatoes and some fish after I finish this. So don't worry, I'll be okay. Trust me, the dragon eats. The dragon eats. Absolutely. You cannot starve the dragon. The dragon, no. Because this is what happens if you don't feed the dragon. No, my dad, I really learned my love of cooking from my dad, even though my food style varies greatly from his. I'm way more adventurous with my food. I really am. But this was my dad with his plate of fried chicken, very proud, very happy, very excited. I love to cook. I love to cook. Food is good food is medicine. Good food is life. It is, you know. Yeah, I have my other picture of my mom and me when I was a little dragon sitting there with the cake. I think that was a cake for my dad actually. I think it was his birthday or maybe it was Christmas. I don't know what was going on. Somebody's birthday, but there was a cake. Fry King, heck yes, I bake too. Heck yes, I bake. Banana breads and red velvet cakes and oatmeal raisin cookies. I baked an apple pie. I baked an apple pie on Christmas Day. Yeah, I roasted a chicken with red potatoes, and I made fresh green beans with shallots and butter and lemon, and made a big old apple pie. It was huge. It was huge. That apple pie was so big we didn't know if it would cook right. We put so many apples in it. My mom just kept like, put another apple in, put another apple in. I was like, okay, we have this apple pie. It was like a dome. It was so good though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm absolutely about cooking and baking and keeping that kitchen fired up. Keep the kitchen fired up. I believe if you've ever seen I think it was Chris Rock that did the comedy stand up about women who know the power of the pot, about the cooking pot, you know. It was like, if a woman knows the power of the pot, they'll have guys lined up around the block. If they know there's a pot going to be put on that stove at 7 p.m. every day, they're going to be lining up. I know I'd be lining up when I get cooking. I'm like, yeah, it's important. It's important. My dad, oh my gosh, he loved to cook and he loved to eat, and I loved cooking with him. I loved cooking for him. He was a very picky eater. He was very particular about what he would eat and how he would eat it. Oh my goodness. But he really, instilled in me a love of cooking and having good food and what that means, to you on a personal level. And so, it makes me sad whenever I hear someone, like, if they're single and they say, oh, I don't have anyone to cook for, so I don't cook. And I'm like, you have you to cook for. What are you doing? They're like, if I can't cook for a big bunch of people, what am I? You're feeding yourself. It's important and it'll make you feel better. And when you do have someone in your life, you'll know how to freaking cook. And they'll be like, damn, this is awesome, right? I mean, what are you doing? Eat. Eat! Life is too short to not eat good food. Garlic is a part of my life. Every day I'm probably busting up some garlic, fresh garlic in there too. I ain't playing with no crappy garlic. Yes, exactly, Rachel. I've felt that way my whole life. No matter what my relationship status, no matter what my home life, I'm gonna fix good food, and it makes me just. Cooking is very healing. It is, and food is very healing. Good fresh food is very healing. It's funny, but one of the positives of this whole COVID thing for me has been that I really stopped eating in restaurants. And I ended up losing like 20 pounds over this year because I was cooking all my own fresh food at home, which I do prefer to do anyway, but it kind of forced it. It was like, I'm not going to take the risk of eating out, so I'm just going to cook everything at home. And so I've lost weight. I've gotten in better shape. I've been able to stick with my exercise. I just feel better. I just feel so much better. And, it's important because it's like, the less processed food we eat, I could go on a whole tangent about food. The less processed food we eat, the better. right? That's always kind of the way it is. If it has a big long ingredient list on it, it's probably not so good for you, usually. I ain't gonna say you can't have treats. I definitely have treats. I'll eat my chocolate. I'll eat, you know, my stuff, but I like to have a good diet with a lot of good stuff. And I'm not picky. I'll eat it all. Beets, carrots, tomatoes, potatoes, cucumbers, tomatoes, oh God, just all of it. Yellow squash, green beans, broccoli, red onions. I'm thinking of all the things I have in my refrigerator. Yeah, it's just keep the good stuff coming. Keep the good stuff coming. Yeah, I agree with you, Krista. That must be our Capricorn thing. We're like, if I can't say it, I don't think I should eat it. If I can't pronounce that, yeah, monosodium glutamate. No, stay away. Hydrogenated vegetable oil. Bad news, too. Once I was hanging out with a Capricorn friend of mine in Portland, Oregon. Her name was Ashley. Oh my gosh, I miss her so much. I wish I could see her again. But we, ooh, yeah, Rachel, I like that avocado in there. Love avocados too. Yum. We were hanging out at a grocery store, and when Capricorns get together, we can be very like funny, and like we really get each other's humor. And so we were looking at like all these different canned foods and weird stuff, and there was this one called potted meat food product that was on the can. Potted meat food product. And so we looked at it, and she picked it up, and she was looking at the at the ingredients, and the first one was mechanically separated chicken. And she was like, what does that even mean? And I just deadpan looked at her and I said, there's beaks in there. And she about died. It's mechanically separated chicken. There's beaks in there. Yeah. Totally, there's beaks in there. I think that would actually be a good logo for potted meat food product. Like, it's like the selling point. There's beaks in there. But we really had a good giggle at that. Well, actually what mechanically separated chicken means is that they actually take the chicken after it's dead, obviously, not while it's alive. That would be really over the top if they did that while it was alive. But they take the chicken carcass and they throw it against these mechanical blades, and it just separates it all and takes all the bones out, ostensibly. Maybe. You know. I still stand by it. There's beaks in there. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's the world of food. That's the world of food. Hey, I ain't gonna get down on anybody for enjoying what they enjoy, but some things are just downright funny. They are. Oh my goodness. Too much. You gotta laugh at the absurdity of life. That's what the Capricorn says. We do. We say that. There's so much absurd in life. You've got to laugh at it. You've just got to. It's too fun to play with it. You gotta play with it sometimes. All right, guys. Let's get back on it. Yeah, Dragon Emperor. It's like that. It's totally. I imagine I have no idea what it would taste like. I've never touched it. Never will. It's like, if I want meat, I will find some, some decent meat, right? Oh, Ms. Mindful, thank you, sweetheart. Oh, happy, joyful Cancer Moon. Yes, release the things and actions that no longer positively serve you and open up to your higher good. Yes. Let me see. I loved what her message said. Aw, thank you all for being my social family. Yeah, like right back at you, Ms. Mindful Jules. You are so sweet. All right, let's get into our Scorpio reading, guys. Kind of missing Jacqueline. She's back to work, our Scorpio moderator, but you know, she's got things to do because Scorpios be busy. They do. They are busy folks. So let's see what we've got for our Scorpio. Scorpio, this is going to be a positivity reading for you. This is going to be all about words of encouragement, things that give you upliftment and help put a little pep in your step. So any of the cards I'm reading for this are all going to be read from the most positive perspective and translation. And these are also timeless readings. So whenever you see this is the right time for you because these are not attached to any specific timeline or planetary influence. So this is all for positivity for Scorpio. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, let's see what we have for Scorpio. Please uplift, encourage, and illuminate them. Look at that. Oh, Scorpio, powerful card for you. Check it out. Solitude is your card, your theme. Alone but not lonely. This reminds me very much of the Hermit card, alone but not lonely. So even when you have times of aloneness, this is like, to me, loneliness is missing someone else. Aloneness is the presence of yourself. So Scorpio, this is powerful. Even when you're just within your own energy, your own space, your own time, you are in a very, very strong, powerful place. And you're not necessarily missing anyone. You're just sort of like, you know what? If all I've got is me and spirit, I'm good, you know? And if someone else wants to come along on this party, then awesome, right? So let's see what we've got in our tarot for you, Scorpio. I'm going to be checking out 3 cards for you. See some deeper messages around this. Like that. Ooh, yes. So judgment is first. Higher vibration of the death card. This is one of your cards, Scorpio. It's ruled by Pluto, your ruling planet. It's the angel of the past, angel of resurrection, healing, rebirth, renewal. This to me is like, they call, Scorpios like the phoenix from the ashes. Well, this is the phoenix from the ashes card, right? It is all about that for you. 9 of Wands coming out for you next. So this is that determination that is getting through any kind of difficult situation, any sort of challenge, facing it with a lot of courage and a lot of energy, even if you're tired. Even if you're feeling kind of run down, this is really saying you've got what it takes to get through to the other side of things. And then we have our 10 of Wands, the card of burdens, but this is about burdens being released. This is the end of a difficult cycle for you, Scorpios. 10 of Wands is all about, look at that, and we have the 9 to the 10. It's very, very positive. So to me, don't give up. Whatever it is that you're punching through, whatever it is that you're working on, you're right about to get there, Scorpio. You're almost done with whatever this burdensome cycle is, whatever has been difficult. You are rising above it. You are completing it. You're fulfilling it in a very, very strong and powerful way. You may feel like you've been very much like, doing this all on your own, that you haven't had a lot of help. Like this has been through your own energy, your own determination, your own effort. It's like you look around, you're like, nobody else has really been pushing me up to the heights. I've been doing that myself. Spirit's been doing that with me. And so to me, it's like there's even more like self-satisfaction in that in a way, because it's like it's really proving to you that you are so strong. You are so resilient. You are so capable of just really creating transformation and making that magic happen. So let's get into our fairy oracle cards here, guys. Let's see what we have coming through from the Fae folk, our nature elementals, as a message for Scorpio. Couldn't be a better keyword for you, Scorpio. Transformation. I love it. That's Scorpio. That's Scorpio. Rising above. Absolutely. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, Scorpio. The best is about to come. I feel that for you so much on this reading. Let's get into some archangels right now. Let's see what we have from the Archangel Oracle. Which one of them is coming through strongest around you, and what message they want to share with you. Take back your power. So Scorpio, if you've been in a season or a time where you have felt, less than powerful, if you have not been feeling, as empowered as you would like to, or if you've just felt kind of beat down. I feel like a lot of my Scorpio has been really fighting a hard battle. Archangel Raziel is stepping in to encourage and uplift and empower you. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Take that power back. Don't give it over to someone else that isn't worth giving it to. So let's get a message from the Angel Oracle on top of this. Opportunity to forgive. So there's something that you're letting go of as well. Look at that. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. So as you empower yourself, Scorpio, it's like you're stepping into that lighter vibration. You're setting down a lot of these old burdensome cycles and feelings. And you know how that is. It's like forgiveness is for ourselves. It's not necessarily for them, right? They don't always know if you forgave them or not, but it sets us free. It sets us free. It helps you. Look at that event, back to the transformation, opportunity to forgive, take your power back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's like, and that is it, because when we have someone that we're feeling like this grudge or this heaviness around, like we're not as empowered as we could be. When we no longer hold on to that, we're no longer letting them control or influence us. So this is a beautiful reading so far. Let's get into a message from Archangel Michael and Scorpio as we do shuffle these and bring these through. I am calling upon him, praying to Archangel Michael on your behalf to remove any negativity, to cut through with his violet flame sword all of those cords, all of those negative attachments, any kind of negative vibrations that other people may have projected onto you, even if you're not aware of them. I just ask for those to all be released so that you can be healed, protected, and feeling a whole lot lighter afterwards. Admit the truth, yes, to yourself and act accordingly. So whatever is true for you, whatever maybe you've been maybe avoiding or not wanting to look at too deeply, this is saying to just go ahead and face it, Scorpio, and act accordingly to that truth. Your prayer is, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Yeah, to me, there's just this moving on past something, whether it's somebody that really hurt you, somebody that really abused your trust or your faith, whatever it may be. There's really that feeling of release, forgiving and letting go, taking your power back and transforming there. So yes, really that phoenix rising from the ashes, you truly are doing this. And because it's all happening, in that place of solitude and stillness, it's so much your personal power along with the divine that's creating this metamorphosis. So let's get into an affirmation for you from our affirmators deck. Let's get some words of encouragement for Scorpio. Story of my life. I love this card. I love the art. It's just too cute. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked or difficult, is still doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. Yeah. So think about the things you tell yourself, the affirmations that you give yourself. What kind of story are you living here, Scorpio? But let's see what we've got from our therapist as a last thought on this. All right. Well, that's a long one too. Feeling worried doesn't mean anything bad is going to happen. You're going to get through this fine. You always find a way. Scorpio, I love that. So even if you've been feeling some negative thoughts, even if you've been in that worried place, right? It doesn't mean something bad's coming, right? And even if challenges come, you'll get through this because you always do find a way. You always do survive. You always do have that ability to get through it. Yeah. Scorpio, this is a beautiful read. I love it for you. All right. Get all of this set back. I don't know if Hera Raisin and Fry King are still here, but we're about to do Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Got our Sagittarians. How are you doing, Daisy? You doing okay, sweetheart? I know you've been going through it. Oh, yay, there she is. Yay, my Saggies are here, yes. All right, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we've got for our Sagittarius folks out there. This is a positivity reading for you, Sagittarius, and you are a super positive sign because you are ruled by the great benefactor Jupiter. I think some good stuff is on the horizon for my Sagittarians in general because with Jupiter going to Aquarius, I just feel like y'all are coming into an even nicer, better place of, you know, more opportunity, more doors opening up. I just love it. So yeah, I feel that. I really, really do. But this reading is all about encouragement, upliftment. All the cards that I read are going to be from their most positive translation and place. This is also going to be a timeless reading, Sagittarius. So no matter when you see this is the right time for you because this is not necessarily attached to any particular timing. This is just a good vibration, a good feel, whatever spirit wants to bring through as some encouragement for you because things have been heavy. Things have been heavy, and I just felt really led to do a positivity reading for everybody. So let's see, angels, divine beings of light, ancestors and guardians. What do we have for our awesome Sagittarians out there? Let's see what you've got as words of encouragement and optimism for them. Ooh, Sagittarius. The card keyword is sacrifice. What can you let go of from the magic of you, Oracle? So this is all about turning things loose. What can you let go of? It doesn't say what will you let go of or what you have to let go of. It's what can you let go of? What can you release? What can you let go of? What can be sacrificed for the greater good, right? So anything that needs to be purged, released, and surrendered, it's time. It's time. When I hear that keyword sacrifice, it makes me think of the Hanged Man card in the tarot, you know, where it's really about that sacrifice, where it's really about letting go of negative pride or negative thoughts or anything that doesn't serve you in the future. So let's see what we've got around the tarot for you. I'm going to pull 3 on this for my Sagittarians. Looks so good. Check it out. So right at the start, we have got our 3 of Wands. This is preparation. This is the energy returning to you, your efforts being rewarded, the hard work finally coming back around to take good care of you, Sagittarius. So this is also a very reflective card. It tells you, you know, you don't have to chase things down too hard right now. I know that you're a sign that likes to go on chases and adventures, but right now you don't have to as much as you just need to sit back and receive and let it come to you. What's meant to be yours will come to you. So 7 of Wands right in the center. That can be challenges, but let me tell you what I think from a positive standpoint on my 7 of Wands. This is you feeling very much on your higher ground. Like you have the higher ground. You have the right of way. You know the truth. You're speaking your truth. You're not gonna like compromise that for anything right now. And for that, I like that, right? I like that. That's the positive side of that 7 of Wands, right? Is that you're just feeling very assured of yourself. You're feeling like, you know what, look, I've been through so much. I'm finally seeing clearly. I'm finally up on my mountain. I'm feeling pretty good. And anybody that comes at me with any BS, I'm just gonna be like, get out. Done. I'm not gonna entertain it. You're just not in that place. Because look what's at the third card is our Ace of Cups. Love, bliss, spiritual fulfillment, the hand of spirit really coming in to bless your spiritual and emotional life. To me, this is the overflowing of the heart. It's the connection between you and the divine on a super, super charged, super high vibration level. This is so nice. These are some really nice cards for you guys. So let's get into the Fairy Oracle. Let's see what the Fae folk have for you from our little elemental woodland spirits. Let's see what you've got for Sagittarius. We have the Tree Wisdom card. Now this one came through for Gemini, which I find very interesting because Gemini is your polarity sign there, Sagittarius. So both of you have a little bit of that energy. This Tree Dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute and music can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it creates. So music is important. Sound is important. Might be a good time to look up some sound therapy files on YouTube and listen to those as you relax in the evening. To me, of course, the wisdom of the trees is to stay grounded, to stay centered. And to me, it matches up so nicely with this 3 of Wands because to me, again, it's a very receptive, very reflective kind of energy where you're allowing things to come to you rather than having to chase them down. It's very earthy. This is a very earthy fairy energy. So let's get into your archangels. Let's see which archangel is coming around you strongly and what message does they have to share with you. Clairsentience. Ooh, so Sagittarius, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. There you go with Archangel Raguel. Raguel is all about, you know, noticing the things that are going on around you, noticing the signs, the symbols. And so this could be a really strong time here, Sagittarius, where you're feeling, it's like, it's just, you'll get a feeling like that you can't quite explain, right? That you're just like, I just know. I get the feeling. Or, you know, it's sometimes you'll have that moment where you feel like the cold rush of air in the middle of a warm room, and it's like where, you know, that's like spiritual activity, right? There's things like that. You might notice like a tingle or just something. It's like the hair stands up on the back of your neck and you just know something's up. So pay attention to that and don't second guess those feelings, right? Some people, I know, as most people, we tend to use the rational brain and we ignore it. We try to explain it away instead of really paying attention to recurring physical sensations or, you know, signs or synchronicities. So that's really telling you, pay attention to that right now. And part of this does come from that place of more stillness. It does. So let's get an extra message from Raguel on this. Look at that. We had the creative project coming through. So this, along with the tree wisdom, you know, with the dryad playing that flute, playing the music, music was already something that came out as an important part of what you're doing. Look at that. There's the creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. So whatever it is, Sagittarius, you are being very divinely guided. And I think even if you aren't, you know, able to do something like that right now when you see this, right? Even if it's something that's further on, you know, a future plan, it's a really good time to just listen to music, listen to, you know, things that really just put you in a good vibration, literally. I see the harp and I'm like, oh, it makes me want to go play my harp. I mean, that's what it makes me think of. Because, yeah, that's something I've been wanting to do for y'all is play the harp for you on my channel. Yeah, that's a big one. I love it. All right, guys, let's get a message from Archangel Michael on this now. As we do, I'm going to be, as we shuffle these, I'm just asking Archangel Michael to come through for you on a very good level and on your behalf to cut through those cords of negativity, any old cords, any old limitations, anything negative anyone's put upon you, any negative entities or lower vibrations. At this time, I just ask him to cut through those with his violet flame sword and secure your energy and protect you. Look at that. Prayer will help with this situation. So definitely be talking to the divine. I feel this very strongly. Your prayer is, Dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, I ask for your divine intervention. I welcome your help. I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you. Ah, beautiful. Yeah. All right, Sagittarius. Yeah, really connect. Yeah, me too, Krista. I hear you in the chat. I get a lot out of all of them, and it's like I just, yeah, I get a lot out of all these messages. They feel so good, you know? It's like, even if it's not your sign, sometimes it's like, whoa, this is, like I said, they come through both on the more individual and also on the collective level. If you're tapped in, you're gonna feel something in each of these, because all of us have all 12 zodiac signs represented in our chart. It's just that some places have more focus, right? The places where we have, you know, more planets and signs, etc., are more of a focus. But we have all 12 signs within all of us. So it's a really cool thing to remember. So let's get an affirmation for our Sagittarians, some extra words of encouragement. Power. Yes, I love this card. This one did come out earlier. I I just love the artwork of it too. I am strong. I am grounded. Yes, the trees, strong and grounded there. I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that's used for war. I'm like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Yes, and I do feel that for you. Sagittarius, this is a time to slow down, be reflective, let go of anything that you can let go of, simplify as we go into this new year, especially if you're watching this right around now. Listen to music, pay attention to sonic vibrations, pay attention to those physical sensations and feelings that you get as messages from spirit. This is a great reading. I love it. This is a beautiful reading, Sag. Yes, you are enough today, tomorrow, and always. Always, Sagittarius. If you've been feeling like you're running a little low on resources, just remember that. All right, let's let's get all this cleared away. Get ready for Capricorn. Ooh, I'm excited. I can't help it. I'm a Capricornus. Yes, I am. I really get into Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces because those are like big in my chart. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars. Aquarius, rising and part of fortune, and then Venus and Pisces. So I get a lot of energy there. Oh my goodness. Capricorn, here we go. And I'm telling you, Capricorn, we always need a positivity boost. We do. Because Capricorn's energy, we can be kind of naturally gloomy, naturally melancholy. It comes with the territory. We can be so much that way. But sometimes, you know, I am a lot of Capricorn. I'm so much Capricorn. And sometimes I'm like, damn it, I'm going to be happy. Like, all right. So Capricorn, this is a positivity reading for you. This is going to be all about uplifting messages, optimism. Any of the cards that come out, I'm going to be reading them in their most positive light and translation. So this is really a timeless reading. It's anytime you see it, it's going to be right for you. So just feel the energy of it. It's not, you know, specific to any particular timeline. This is really just to give us all a boost of encouragement during some difficult times, and especially as we're getting ready to go into our new year. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians and ancestors, please be with our Capricorns. Let's get some positivity and encouragement for them. Whatever words you know that they need to hear, please bring them through for Capricorn. I think Taurus had the same one, and I love that it's coming up for Capricorn because it's very suitable to earth signs. Resilience is the key word. Burn away the past. I love this, right? Capricorn, this is a great card, and I'm loving the artwork of it. It's, you know what it reminds me of, and I know that's kind of funny to bring it up because it's the whole Mother of Dragons thing, but in Game of Thrones, when she goes into the fire and she comes out and they're all like, oh, stunned, you know, and she comes out of the fire completely unburnt. And that's what this feels like to me, Capricorn. It's like you're coming out of the fire. The house is burned. The structure is burned. Everything's been cleared away, but you're still there. You're still there, strong as ever. So Capricorn, you, to me, are a sign that just embodies resilience, embodies toughness. Sometimes people don't always even see it about you, right? Because Capricorn is a feminine sign, but Saturn is a masculine energy. So it's like, it's both. Capricorn is like you know, the iron fist and the velvet glove, you know, it's really, really that way. You know, sometimes people don't realize how tough goats are. It's that old saying about you don't know how tough a tea bag is till you get it in hot water. Capricorn, you're the same way. All right, so Capricorn, let's get some tarot on this. Let's see what we've got as 3 cards for our Capricorns. This is, I'm already feeling just so much out of that resilience card. Such a great one. Capricorn and Taurus both had that. Our Earth folks. Oh my goodness, they take a licking and keep on ticking. Boy, howdy. Okay, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, you were so strong in your own reading. Queen of Swords is first. Look at that. One bad mama. Independence, freedom, equality. You know, she's Libra energy, so she is all about fairness and harmony and restoring justice. If anyone's come in at her with any BS, with any funny business, she's kind of ready to cut them out. It's just like, you know what? Even though I'm feminine, even though I've got that soft heart and center, I'm going to get y'all out of here if you're not right for me. If you're playing around and you're messing around, I ain't got no time for it. That's Capricorn anyway. They ain't got time for that. They don't have time for it. And so, Page of Pentacles. Right in the center. There you go. There's your luck card. To me, the Page of Pentacles is my little adventurer of the tarot because it's really saying, I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm ready for a new project. I'm ready for a new life. I'm ready for a new start. I've got this pentacle to invest. I've got some money. I've got some time. I've got some, heart, passion here. Where do I go next? Where do I invest that? So Capricorn, you're really thinking about where to invest into your next adventure. Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely love it. This is like Capricorn in the house. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely my personal Capricorn queen. I know that some people associate her with Taurus or Virgo, but in the traditional tarot, she's sitting on a throne with goats on it. So I'm like, that is a Capricorn queen. For real. Like, she is. And she's got a bunny. I have bunnies. So, Capricorn queen. She is. Comfort, stability. Oh my goodness. Self-worth. Being very grounded. Good with her money. Good with creating abundance. That's why that rabbit's there anyway. The rabbit is that symbol of prosperity, abundance, fertility, knowing how to create more out of nothing. And there ain't nothing that can create more like two bunnies getting together. They can make a whole lot of bunnies. And Capricorn can make a whole lot of abundance and prosperity out of very little. Even if the investments you have to make here, Capricorn, is small, you know how to grow it. You know how to manage it. You know how to see it to its fruition. It's really awesome. It's awesome. Even through that uphill climb, right? This is really reminding you of how strong you are, of how you don't need to put up with anybody's garbage. You are so... Capricorn has a real, like, strong work ethic. So a lot of the time, Capricorns tend to feel like they have to intervene. And it's like, if somebody else is a mess, they can make it work, or they can fix them up, or they can, somehow bring them to the right level. And it's like, this is really reminding you, Capricorn, sometimes you just got to let those folks go. Sometimes, it's like, they can't be nobody's mess but theirs. Just, it's not your job. It's not your job to fix them. It's your job to be awesome. It's your job to be in this place of power, right? Like herding cats. Don't waste time with that. That's what I really feel out of this, because Queen of Swords is awesome. She is kick-ass. She's just like, you're out. You're out. You play it around one too many times, you're out. Yeah, she's about to bring in the fairness and the balance. There's balance in your life, Capricorn. Listen, you've gone through the fire. You've gone through the fire. The fire's gone through you. 3 years of Saturn in our sign. This last year, Saturn connected to Pluto in our sign. It has not been an easy ride, y'all. So definitely, I'm feeling this one. Let's get into our fairy oracle. Let's see what the Fae folk, our nature elementals, have to bring through for us. What message do they have for Capricorn? Solitude, Capricorn. I'm telling you. Sometimes it's lonely at the top, right? Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So Capricorn, I will say that you're a sign that in general is not afraid of this. Like, you do solitude really, really well. We do. We Goaties do. We need our time. We need our space. Usually because we've got a lot of work to do, but it's also because we need downtime from all the work that we do. So Capricorn, this is you. Like I said, it can be lonely at the top sometimes, Capricorn, because, we go to the higher levels. We have the high standard. We're standing up there on our mountain, surveying our territory and our domain. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid. There is power in your solitude. There's power in those times of just doing your thing and being there. To me, it's the Queen of Pentacles, right? She has high standards yet again, and we do. This is really encouraging to our own natural spirit and traits, Capricorn. That's what I feel. It's like some people might say, oh, Capricorn, you should party more, you should do this more, you shouldn't work so much. And this is reminding us that, you know what? Those are positives. Those are positives about us, right? Capricorn is also a sign that usually gets accused of being unforgiving, but really, is it? Is it? I always say that. I'm like, you want me to forgive somebody that's walked all over me, has treated my friends like crap, and caused no end of pain and frustration? No. The buck stops here. They might have, what's that song? You might run on for a long time, but let me tell you, God Almighty gonna cut you down. I mean, that's the kind of Capricorn. It's like, we're gonna, you might play around for a long time. You come across a Capricorn, we're gonna say, red light, go back. Keep moving, train wreck. That's not your stop. Let's get into an Archangel card for you, Capricorn. Let's see which one of these beautiful angels is coming around to support you. Oh, Haniel, the moon cycles. And this is gorgeous tonight as we have our full moon in Cancer. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon those cycles. So Capricorn, to me, this is telling you when you're feeling the energy and it's strong, that's when to act. When you need to relax, it's really nice feeling. It's like, just be aware of those lunar cycles. Like this next 2 weeks is going to be more of the waning energy. So this is the more of the time of release, reflection, relaxation. And then when we hit our new moon in Capricorn, which will be in our sign on the 13th of January, that's when the cycle of productivity and advancement and movement starts up again. So knowing those natural lunar cycles will really help you with making wise decisions about how to spend your days and your energy. So let's get an extra oracle message on top of this. Haniel is such a beautiful, feminine, kind of encouraging energy. She's very supportive. She's also very supportive in your personal passions and pursuits, your work, your enthusiasm, pursuing what you love. Reward yourself comes up here, Capricorn. And yeah, you are a sign that doesn't always do that a whole lot. But it's important. You need the balance. So here again, you've been giving a lot of yourself, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So Capricorn, don't ever feel like you're wasting time or resources by giving back to yourself, because that's what's going to keep you in that naturally good, strong, high vibration that you enjoy anyway. So let's get into a message from Archangel Michael. And as I shuffle these cards, Capricorn, I am going to ask for your release from any toxicity, any negativity on your behalf. I ask Archangel Michael to use his violet flame sword to sever any old negative cords, ties, or restrictions, any negative intentions that anyone's put on you, any kind of lower vibration entities or energies. I ask for all of those to be canceled out, to be severed, and released back into the flow of the universe, because those are not belonging to you, Capricorn. We just want to keep you in a high vibration place and keep you protected and safe. Thank you so much. And look at that. Prayer will help with the situation. So Capricorn, don't forget to be in touch with the divine, your angels, whatever you connect with on a spiritual level. Your prayer is, Dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, I ask for your divine intervention. I welcome your help, and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me and the situation quickly. Thank you, and amen. All right, Capricorn, let's get an affirmation on this. Let's get some words of extra encouragement for you. Ooh, look at that. It must know I'm hungry. We've got options here. Oh, that looks so good, actually. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get a Therapets card on this as well. Let's see what we got for the Capricorn. Oh my God, I have to laugh. You are capable and you can do this. Oh, Capricorn, yes, we are more than capable, are we not? We are going to get through this just fine. Absolutely. Oh, that's adorable. I love that options card, Capricorn, because I think with Capricorn, we can get very rigid sometimes in our mindsets. Like, it has to be this way, or it has to, you know, play out that way. And, you know, Capricorns love plans. I always have that joke, goats love plans. We do. And so, oh my goodness. It's like this is reminding us to not have limiting thoughts about how something can manifest or the way it can manifest. And that there's a lot more to be enjoyed than maybe what we're allowing ourselves to enjoy. Yeah. That's what I'm getting from that a little bit. Absolutely. All right, we're down to our last two. We're down to our last two, y'all. Okay, Aquarius is up next. All right, how's my Aquarians out there? I hope you guys are doing great. All right. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. This is a positivity reading for you, Aquarius. This is for encouragement, upliftment, and increasing optimism. So all the cards that I read in this are going to be read to their most positive translation that I can be guided to give. This is going to be a timeless reading, Aquarius, so whatever time that you happen to see it or encounter it will be the right time for you. It's not attached to any specific timeline so much as this is really just about bringing you some lightness, some encouragement, and some positivity. So let's start out with a oracle card from the Magic of You to get a basic idea of where you are. What to be encouraged. Dear God, dear angels, dear divine guardians, beings of light, dear ancestors, please be with our Aquarius, protect them and watch over them, and bring through any messages of encouragement and upliftment that they need at this time. Thank you so much. Serendipity. Oh, merge with the flow. So, Aquarius, use your personal power not to resist the flow of life. Little, chance encounters, chance things that happen, messages that you receive, they are all meant to be. This is a time where there's a lot of things that just aren't flowing the way that we're used to them flowing, where there's a lot of things, a lot of wrenches getting thrown into our plans. So this is really reminding you, go with the flow of that. Don't try to really not look at those, setbacks or things that have put things on hold or delayed our plans as a negative. Instead, go with the flow. Remember that there is positivity that's coming out of some of this as well. So let's get into your tarot. Let's pull 3, please, for Aquarius on these messages. Oh, wow, Aquarius, look at this. Strength card coming through, the Angel of Courage. So have courage, be strong. there is this beautiful flow of energy between, you know, spirit, which is symbolized by the woman, and the lion, which is our human physical manifestation. To me, this is really about bringing in the balance of that. It's saying that your heart is stronger than you think. Your courage is stronger than you think. It may be being tested right now, Aquarius. Your courage and bravery might be being tested, but that's okay. Really, it is, because ultimately, Spirit is guiding you. It's really about opening up and letting Spirit do its job. And I love this. Look at that. We got your star card right in the center, the Angel of Hope. And that is the Aquarius card in the tarot. So I feel that this is very, very positive for you. This is hope. This is faith being renewed. There's so much coming through here for you, Aquarius. I feel like this is you being in your power. Even if you don't feel particularly powerful at this time, this is a positivity reading. So it is absolutely about you feeling and being at your best and going to the next level of ascension. We've had so much energy moving through in Aquarius with Saturn and Jupiter now being in your sign. And so to me, this is just really encouraging you. If you feel like giving up, if you feel like you're not strong enough, if you feel like you can't make it through, this is reminding you, have hope, have faith. Don't let that be diminished. Keep going, Aquarius. On our outcome, we have our Nine of Pentacles. So this is a card of wishes being fulfilled yet again. It's a card of comfort. It's a card of going towards the things that are really for your best and highest. I will say that with the Nine of Pentacles, there can sometimes be a little bit of impatience. And I do feel that, Aquarius, that you're just like, oh, when are things going to happen? And when are things going to work? They will. They totally will. But you have got this. Where do you need help? I'm going to help you out, but you have to relax. You have to let me take care of this for you, right? And what we may need taken care of is just, you know, to have the courage and strength to wait and to have faith and to have hope in our hearts that these things are going to come full circle. Nine of Pentacles, right? This is about comfort, stability, greater peace, greater outcomes. And I think you're also, at the same time, Aquarius, you're getting a lot of work done. You're getting a lot of work done towards your hopes and dreams, right? You're getting a lot of that. I think I misread this as the Nine of Cups. I'm sorry about that. But Nine of Pentacles is extremely positive. It is, because it really says, you know, and you might be doing a lot of this very much on your own. You may feel kind of alone in it, you know, but you're really working to get your stability, your balance, and your grounding underneath you. So let's get into some fairy energy. I'm going to be pulling one from the Fairy Oracle. Get a message from our elementals, the Fae folk, and see what message they may have for you. Look at this, Aquarius. I can't even. We've got the hope card here. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. The Angel of Hope, the Angel of Courage, and then you have the hope message from the fairies. Need I say a whole lot more, Aquarius? Have hope, have faith. You are building a good future. It may involve an earth sign, or you may have earth in your chart as well. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Wow. I love these. I love these. Wow, let's get into a Archangel Oracle card for you. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel is coming through, and I love his energy so much. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. You know, it's like people can give you all kinds of advice, Aquarius. They can say all sorts of things, but deep in your heart of hearts, you know what you want. You know what you got to do, and you know what you got to do to get it. So don't waver from that. Uriel is very much an angel of illumination and true seeing and clear, positive, directed intention. So it's coming in very strong for you. Let's see what we have in your angel messages on top of this. And the ocean is coming up. So Aquarius, you may be going through some very strong emotional feelings. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself being in the ocean brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. I would say, Aquarius, if you can't get to the ocean physically, it's a good time to take a sea salt bath. That can be very, very healing and refreshing and energizing. But this is really, to me, saying, you know, the ocean to me is like, it's all that deep emotion that we have in our heart. And you may feel like the whole ocean is within you and you have a lot of emotions to express. That's why this hope, this faith is so important, because there's a lot of feeling around whatever it is you're working through right now. So let's get a message from Archangel Michael on this. And Aquarius, as I am shuffling these, I am putting out an intention and prayer to Archangel Michael to work on your behalf, to use his violet flame sword to cut through any old negative cords, ties, lower vibrations, lower entities that may have attached themselves to you. Just clear all of those away and keep you safe and protected. Many times we don't even realize those kind of energies have attached, but it's always a good idea to ask Archangel Michael to clear us out of any of those negative feelings or energies. So I pray this for you. And we have the God is in charge card here. So the prayer is, dear God, please help me let go of the situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So Aquarius, yet again, if there's a situation that just feels like you can't break through it, feels like it's stuck in the mud, feels like no matter what you do, you just can't get it to go, it's time to release. It's time to let the divine take over. And sometimes that's just important. And it's funny how that is. It's like what we resist will persist. You know, so it's like if we're really in resistance, if we're really like, you know, feeling like we're struggling against something, it tends to push back harder, right? And so when we just accept and we say, you know what, things are what they are, I'm going to go with the flow, going back to that serendipity card, let things come when they are meant to come. I'm going to trust. I'm going to have hope. I'm going to have faith, right? All that hope and faith coming through there. That things are going to work out in their divine order, divine timing. They're going to come into my life and they're going to resolve when they're meant to. Yeah. Let's get into an affirmation card for you, Aquarius. Let's get some words of encouragement on this for you. And look at that. Joy is coming in. Oh, Aquarius. Look at that. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it'll make it way better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. Yes. Yes. Aquarius. It's going to be okay. Oh my goodness. Remember to add some joy and levity to your situation, whatever it may be. Have hope in the divine. Have faith in the divine. You're much stronger than you realize. And sometimes that strength is simply being able to surrender and allow things to unfold in the timing they're meant to. Oh, yes. I love this message. Look at this. Aw, no one else knows what they're doing either. It's all going to turn out fine. That's so true. None of us are an expert at life, guys. We learn as we go. It's a process. It's a journey. And Aquarius, I know many times you feel like you should know. You should know what's coming. You're a sign of the future, right? But we don't. We don't know everything. It would be boring if we knew everything. Yeah. All right. Very nice read. Yes, very nice reading. Absolutely. This feels so good. These cards are so good. that you had. The tarot cards, the Strength, the Star, that Nine of Pentacles. Oof. Very, very positive. For a positivity reading it is, too. Yeah. All right, y'all. We are down to our Pisces. We are on our Pisces, folks. I hope you all fishies are doing amazing out there. I love my fishies. I did. Pisces, your reading was the most intense of my full moon readings that I did for the Cancer moon tonight. It really was, no doubt. It ended up, I think, being the longest reading I did. So definitely go check that out. It was good. I mean, it's like you're going through some things, but it was really good. It was so, so good. So Pisces, this is a positivity reading for you, bringing some much needed light, encouragement, and optimism for your life. Let's get into it. Let's see what we have got for Pisces. This is going to be a timeless reading for you, Pisces. So whenever you see this is the right time for you, because it's not attached to any specific timeline or planetary influence. So let's see what we have. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, what have we got for our Pisces out there, please? Ooh, Eunoia, everything in perfect balance. So Pisces, you are a dualistic sign. So there is that need for balance for you in your life, in your soul, in your heart. And so this is really saying you're coming into a time where things will start to balance. Things will start to make sense. You know, there's a little bit of a Libra energy on that. So it's like, let's get some good balance on this for our Pisces, because if things have felt really out of whack, if things have felt like they haven't been matching up to where they should be or haven't been evening out, whether it's at work, relationship, home life, whatever that is, this is really encouraging that. I also notice that's the number 8 card in this deck. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that the 8 is all about that infinity balance, right? What comes and goes, what goes around. And Pisces, you know that the two fish of Pisces swim in that symbiotic relationship, just like that. There's that flow. So let's get into the tarot for you, Pisces. Let's see what we have got. All of these cards, I'm going to read them through the most positive aspect, no matter what they come up as. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Ace of Wands, look at that. This is inspiration. This is really coming through so strong, Pisces. This to me is a passionate new beginning in life. It is the hand of spirit coming in to revive, to make you more enthusiastic, to return joy and that spark of life to you, to your heart. Second card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So to me, this is coming out of stagnation. This is the wheel moving forward in your favor. The Angel of Destiny, the Angel of Fate. This to me is moving you forward in a very, very strong direction. I love it because it's a Jupiter card. It's expansive. It's optimistic. It's already, you know, aligned with better fortune and better luck. We do have the Five of Cups. And you know that Five of Cups just came out for the last reading I did for you, Pisces, for that Cancer full moon. It is sadness, disappointment, grief, and loss. But the thing about this is, I'm going to tell you, is this is a positivity reading to me. This is about healing. This is so much about healing, because in the traditional deck we have the 3 cups that have been spilled over, and there's those tears being shed and that mourning being shed. And then on the back we've got the 2 of cups that are being, you know, that are still upright, that are still in a good perspective, right? That are still there for our healing and our emotional well-being. So to me, it's like, I think that there's really a process going on for you, Pisces. I really do. I felt that from your reading yesterday that I did, and I'm feeling it here again, where I think that you are working through healing and recovering from some things of the past, while at the same time acknowledging that there's a lot of good things that are coming in and a lot of things that are moving in your favor and are on the way, on the horizon. It doesn't diminish any less that you're going through some, painful things. You had Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups came up in that reading that I did for you yesterday. And so those are both tough cards. But to me, in the positive outlook of that is that, the things that are gone, they're gone. Let them go on down the river. Let them go on down and flow out of your life, because the Two of Cups are still standing. You haven't lost everything, Pisces. Not all is lost, and that is so important, especially with an Ace of Wands and Wheel of Fortune coming around it. It's like, this is your destiny. This is your fate. Spirit is coming in to help you. You're really reestablishing yourself. To me, the Ace of Wands is like getting your fight back. It's like getting that firepower back, where you're like, I'm going to put my stick in the ground. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm awesome. I'm inspired. I'm fired up about life. I'm ready to start a new adventure. So let's get some messages out of the Fairy Oracle. Let's see what the Fae folk are bringing through to my Pisces in this reading. Look at this, new beginnings. Check that out. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture yourself and your ideas as you would a child. Ooh. So for some Pisces, I would think that, maybe more the minority, that could be an actual birth or something new coming through. Could be getting a new pet, things like that. But for most of you, I feel like this is a new beginning to life. And it's reminding you to care for your own life, to care for your own purpose, your mission, your projects, your creative, energy as much as you would, for someone else, right? Look this, Ace of Wands. Yeah, inspiration and new beginnings. New beginnings. Pisces. A lot of fresh, brand new, bright energy coming in for you with this reading. Yeah, and to me, it's like, as I said this in the Pisces read last night. I said it's fine to go through, the tears, the heartache, the grief. It's part of life, and it's part of the process, and it's an important process. But don't spend more time on it than you need to. Sometimes when you're going through a grieving process, it's important to just take a little time out of the day to cry, let it go, and once you've done that, once you've kind of cleared out that feeling, go focus on something good, right? Go focus on something that's positive and happy, because that's how we get through mourning. That's definitely how I got through grief and mourning, different times in my life. So that's something I would just, bit of advice for the fishies out there is just, release when you need to, and then go focus on something good, something that's going to help you feel better. So let's get some archangels on this. Let's start with one archangel message and messenger for you, Pisces. Look at that. We have career transition. So this could be something new as well. Archangel Chamuel is coming into the picture. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. There's that Wheel of Fortune, the angel of destiny. Chamuel is also an angel that works with relationship harmony. So Pisces, if you've been really going through a lot of ups and downs in your relationships, to me, that's also helping to smooth and calm and heal those elements as well. So let's get an angel message on top of this one. Look at that. You and Aquarius both have the Ocean card here. Pisces, it's kind of a perfect card for you because you are the oceanic sign. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself in the ocean brings about desirable results. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away your cares and concerns. Of course, I will also say take a sea salt bath, Pisces. If you can't get to the ocean right away, that's going to be very healing. It really reconnects you with your own energy, with your own natural element, I would say, absolutely. But I think there's a lot of change, there's a lot of shift, and there's a lot of new things coming into your life around this reading. Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new child, a new project, a new creative thing that you're working on. It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's see what we've got as a message from Archangel Michael. And as I'm shuffling these, Pisces, I am asking for your healing, your protection. Ask Archangel Michael to use his violet flame sword on your behalf to clear and separate any negative ties, any old cords, any negative energies or entities that could have attached themselves without you knowing it. I'm just asking him to clear and clean all of that away and keep your whole being protected and in a good place. All right, Pisces, definitely coming through with a creative message here to write about your thoughts and feelings. Your prayer is, thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I can clearly express myself and glean insight, blessing, and healing. So writing and talking and communicating about your feelings is important as well. So let's get an affirmator card on this read. Let's see what we have for Pisces as words of encouragement. Follow your heart. Absolutely, Pisces, you have a very strong intuition. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes, and when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So yeah, so Pisces, don't second guess that intuition of yours. You know what's right for you. You truly do. You truly do. But I feel like there's a lot of new stuff coming your way. New changes, new blessed beginnings. It just feels very strong. So let's see what we've got in the Therapet deck. Look at that. Don't focus on success or failure. Just focus on effort. Focus on trying. Yeah, I love that with our little otter there. So yeah, Pisces, focus on that. Focus on that. All right, guys. Well, this was a great evening. I definitely am glad I had the time and energy to do it. I will be working on 2021 overall readings for each of the signs starting tomorrow, probably around about. But that's what we will be doing because that was the consensus in the chat, and I think that that's kind of what everyone would like to see, is more sort of a year ahead overview rather than just focusing on the month of January by itself. So that feels good to me. I will definitely be doing that. Oh, let's see, Fry King. You know, dreams can be really subjective, in my opinion. Dreams have always been a very interesting subject to me ever since I was old enough to know about it, because even with the energy of, you know, with the dreams, it's like you can read. I've never been very satisfied by other people's dream interpretations or books that I read. It just doesn't really work that well for me because I think they're really personal. I feel like, you know, what's going on a lot of the time with that is, you know, dreams come from different places. Sometimes they really are just like from anxiety, you know, or worry or things that we're worried about. Sometimes they're from memories, you know. I dream a lot about my old childhood house where I grew up. I dream a lot about places I've worked, other places I've lived. I dream about those kind of things a lot. You know, and so it's like someone could try to analyze that and it would never be as satisfactory as the meaning that I can derive from it myself. Yeah. Yeah, don't be second guessing a Capricorn's age out there, Frey King. Let me tell you. No. I'm gonna be 44 on January 19th, so don't even with me. Capricorns don't age that fast. And the other thing that I will say as well about dreams is that there is a difference between like regular dreams, you know, regular old dreams. Yeah, you rock it, Krista. I'm telling you, Capricorns are Benjamin Button. We age in reverse. We do. We do. You'll notice it. It's going to get more pronounced the older you get. Yeah. The older you get, the more you'll notice it, because everyone that's, you know, your chronological age, it's like you're going to see them and you're going to be like, darn, you're like an old person now, and you're like reverse aging. I can literally say that when I was in my 20s, I don't think I looked as good, and I think I looked a lot older in a weird way. Like Capricorns when they're young when they're old, and old when they're young. Like I look back on that, I'm like, damn, I look better now than I did then. What's up with that? Like I looked all serious and, you know. Capricorns also tend to be late bloomers. They do. They tend to be really late bloomers, and my mom was. My mom is going to be 80 on January 7th. I can't believe that, you know, but she was 36 when she had me. So we're both Capricorn dragons. We're 36 years apart. Those 12-year cycles, right? That's the Chinese years. So she's a dragon goat, and I am too. I think, you know, a lot of it is it's astrologically. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, Krista, people think I'm like 25 to 35 all the time. They never guess my age. They never ever guess my age correctly. When I was younger, they thought I was older. For real. When I was a teenager, people thought I was in my mid-20s. And now that I'm actually older, they think I'm there too. Like it's just, yeah. It's very funny. I have a really weird association with age because my parents aged really slow, and I am too, and so it's just sort of like, yeah. No, I've had people actually be stunned when I've told them my age. They're like, no. They're like, you just, yeah. I say it depends on how much sleep I've had, how good I look that day. Sleep is important, yeah. But yeah, we really are sisters, Krista. Telling you, it's true. But you know, the Capricorns understand it. It's part of the thing about like Saturn, right? Saturn is the planet of time and karma and things like that. And I always joke that that's like, you know, Capricorns age the best because, you know, that's Saturn's gift to us for kicking our butts our whole life, right? It's like, well, I'll make you look nicer. Gee, thanks, Saturn. I'll make sure you're not, you know, totally wrecked by the time you get older, because then you can enjoy your life while everybody else is sitting in the rocking chair. It's like, oh gee, okay, thanks, right? I'm serious. My mom is gonna be 80. She gets out in the yard. She cleans the yard. She mows the lawn, even though I offer to do it. She's out there mowing the lawn. She's like, no, I want to do it. She takes her walks all through the neighborhood. She stays really active. It's crazy. She does not look her age. Sometimes I literally have to stop and I look at my mom and I'm like, you're not 80. Like, I know what 80-year-old people typically look like. And I'm like, something went different with you. Yeah. Yeah. No, she has that, like, you know how Capricorns have that sort of just, we're gonna do it. And she's the same darn way. And she's a Taurus moon, so forget it. You can't tell her nothing. Oh, Krista, I'm so sorry. Yeah, my dad passed at 75, and it was a shock because he was never sickly. No, he aged really well too. He never lost his hair. He never even lost his hair when he was having chemo. It never even went all gray. It was nuts. His skin was like perfect. he always had some rosacea on his face, but like his arms and legs, like he just had this perfect, smooth freaking skin. It was nuts. And the only thing that was wrong with him was the cancer. Like literally his doctors were like, you're too healthy to be sick. You've just got nothing else wrong with you. No blood pressure problems, no heart problems, no anything, no lung problems, no nothing. He was great. So yeah, it's just ugh. That's why, after a while you just really do get to that. And I think that like what's that, thing about like ageism is the hardest ism to break. And it's weird how people will say, oh, this is too old, or this is too young, or this is too that, or this is that. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone ages different. Some people are at their peak in their 20s. Some people don't till they're in their freaking 60s, right? It's like, yeah. I don't know. How am I like a coloring book? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just think it's personal for you, and it's really, to me, it's I don't eat right and do all these things because I'm trying to like live forever. I know that's not gonna happen, but I want to feel good while I'm here. That's like the point. The sign that ages best next to Capricorn is Taurus. Across the board, they tend to age well too. Is Taurus. Yeah. That's what I would say about that. Yeah, Moonchilds are Cancer rising. That means all that Capricorn stuff was hitting her relationship house. Telling you, folks that are like rising sign Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, they got the hardest of all of that cardinal mess last year. They got some of the hardest stuff. Yeah. That's awesome, Krista. Yeah, I like that. That's funny. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Colin's back. We're just chit-chatting a little bit after the reads. They were great. I had a blast doing those. I just felt very strong about it. I was like, you know what? It's cold, it's gross. It's time to let the sun shine in. Yeah. I just felt very determined about that. And now everyone's back. Oh, Daisy. I know, yes, I do need to go eat. Oh my goodness. All my food is ready for me to go cook it. So, yes, I know. It's all good. Spirit dance the night away, dragon. Absolutely do some dragon dancing for me. I love that. I'm definitely going to go and check out the beautiful moonlight before the end of the evening really hits. And enjoy that. Enjoy that that beautiful moon, that beautiful moon in Cancer. I think it's a great way to wrap up our year. I really do. I think it gives me a little bit of brightness and hope for the days to come. It does. I think, yeah. It's like, even if things aren't perfect and even if things aren't, exactly where we want them to be, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to do our best as always. Yes. All right, my darlings. Have a wonderful evening. I watched a great set. I don't know if you've seen it, Daisy. It's the DJ Chami. I think he spells it with a T. THTCHAMI, Chami. And they did a live DJ set from like a tall building in Miami at sunrise. It's really good. It was so good. I was totally rocking out to that today. It was a good vibe. So y'all can find that on YouTube. Fun to watch and just get your party on. Even if it's just by yourself, it doesn't matter. It was really good, Daisy. I didn't see it when it went live. I ended up spotting it and watching it today. He's a DJ that I think I first saw him around like 5 or 6 years ago. And he was all right, but he's gotten good. Like you can tell he's really been working on his art, on his mixes. He's very good. Yeah, Insomniac TV. That's where me and Daisy met. The music brought us together. Yes, it did. Hey there, David. We're getting ready to wrap it up. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Goaty. Yeah, definitely check out Insomniac. They do so much fun stuff, so many great live shows, and it's really really nice, especially because a lot of the clubs and things are closed, which is a good thing. Really, you don't want to be congregating right now, um, but yeah, there's a lot of great live events and music online right now, so that's been kind of nice to getting through it all. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Wonderful to see you. The next 3-4 days or so, this rest of the week, I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of lives because I'll be working on, I'll probably be on Friday and Sunday for sure. I'll do my regular, like Friday is love reading starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday is our Spirit Animal Sunday night. Starts also at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be definitely doing those. But I will be focusing on a few personal readings and also getting the 2021 overview reads done for all of our signs out there. So if you haven't yet, go watch your full moon reading. I posted all those earlier today. They were very, very good. And they're not too long, so they won't take you too long to watch them. So I hope you have an amazing evening, y'all. Stay safe, stay well, and keep that beautiful chin up because we gotta get through this together. We do. Take care, darlings. See you soon.